this.
Oh, wait, what?
I have a tattoo of Vegeta on my arm, and he was having hair
Oh,
growing.
nice.
Oh, sick, dude. I didn't know that. That art is really good.
Yeah, here, hold on. Let me show you. So it's not so upside
Yeah.
down.
Whoever did the coloring did a really
sick. Yeah,
yeah, that's
I
awesome.
like that.
When'd you get that done? How many years ago?
What a good idea. Oh my god.
I had it finished when I think I finished it when I just turned 19.
How many years ago was that?
2.
That's a really good art, man.
He's a young
baby.
Go fuck
yeah, but still,
baby.
You can see tattoo, like if it's a bad tattoo, or if the ink was not done perfectly, you'd be able to tell by now. So that was done really well.
I had my first tattoo Karen today. That was great.
Did you? Oh, she was giving you hell?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck that bitch.
People are so weird, you know.
How dare you have a tattoo and work?
That's how my grandmother is, dude. Oh my god, my sister got her foot tatted and she fucking lost her shit.
Oh my
She's like, why are you going to do that to your body? It's like writing on yourself. My sister goes, because I fucking wanted to, Grandma. And I'm like, all right, Jesus Christ, I'm getting out of this room right now.
Because it's art.
Shit's about to get thrown in this room. I don't want to get
good.
It's all right. Alexander the Great would have made Mitch shave his beard.
I need so many more.
Yeah. All right, so we will get into this. And the recap for Session 4 is as follows. Following another evening at the Rooster, the party split ways for morning walks and food fetching, some going to Rattlebone Park and others merely down to the block for a warm meal. Reuniting a few hours later, the party finds the 3 elemental warriors Lin, Ma'yati, and Walia talking and reminiscing. Olymp, asking for a show, banged a crude tune as the ladies somersaulted, flipped, and performed, practicing their acrobatic flair. After Sheena insisted their theatrics would bring unwanted attention, the party discussed with the warriors how best to go about collecting their compatriots. Learning that Kawami and Eeg had gone to the castle, the group trekked across the city, hearing whispers in the wind about them as they went. Arriving at the castle, a guard elite directed them to the courtyard where the king would typically receive guests and inquiries. The party, scouting the courtyard, saw a varied set of denizens of Fairweather, and to their surprise, another Put-Pip. He regaled them with tales of ambassadorship and creations of dungeons, and lauded them with minute details of dungeon design, and even imparted some knowledge that one of the people they sought may be in the castle's dungeon then. Continuing their search through the courtyard, the party met with Kawami and informed him that Lin was safe at the Rooster, and that they would happily assist in finding Eeg should he need it. Heading south out of the courtyard, past more guards, the party was put into another smaller courtyard where the entrance to the dungeons could be found. Before they had a chance to act, they were ambushed by a tribe of orc hunters and their leader, the Orcish Breaker, vowing retribution for the clansmen that the party had slain not 2 nights prior. Swiftly, though, the orc menace was quelled with minimal assistance from the guards of the dungeon, a lesson to be learned for any future challenges that even in large numbers, the party is more than a mere trifle to be dealt with. The party then moved into the dungeon, affirmed by the guards that they had appropriately defended themselves and the mess would be dealt with properly. Inside, a familiar face rang through to Nesker's eyes. Wendell Zorpa had somehow survived being stabbed and left for dead in his burning home, now finding himself in the employ of the castle's dungeon. Directed by Wendell and an elite guard, the Eeg had been imprisoned, and a bond of 900 gold was the only way to free. Kawami fronted 100 platinum, demanding his compatriot back immediately. Instructed to follow the guards, the party moved their way through 3 holding areas within the dungeon, one inhabited by halfling sisters, another by goblin brothers, and a third with a mysterious dwarvish woman, and another Put-Pip. Before the party left the room, the Put-Pip hurried a tome to Nesker, begging that its secrets not be given to the guards. Agreeing, Nesker stashed away the book, and the party made their way to a final chamber, inhabited by 8 goblins of various stature, all in stocks, seemingly lifelessly asleep, and guards surrounding a dark, walled-off set of cells. After a short while, a large water genasi emerged, embracing Kawami and beginning a conversation in their strange language. Before wearing out their welcome, the party retreated back to the Rooster, and Kawami and Eeg, now in tow, finally reunited with their band, unknowing of the eyes now set on them and the dangers yet to come.
Well, shit, we do now, Poppa.
Hey, we can take a little artistic license. So, as you guys are aware, you have reunited the elemental warriors. The Chihuahua is angry at something, and you have gained a level up.
Whoop, whoop.
So, if you want to take a few minutes, give me a little description of how this little power boost might have occurred or happened upon you.
Saphira leveled up while cuddling with Franklin.
Like a bolt of lightning through the window, just.
Yeah. Franklin gave me the power.
It's just like a tuning. You attune to your beast, and that just the snuggling.
See?
She was
Dog
doing
owners
something
have
with her
that
beast.
thing too. If no one else is jumping at it, Olymp, because we had the long rest, right? Like it kind of
Yes, you
happened
did.
in the same. So during the rest, Olymp had another dream of being amongst a small group of tattooed and loincloth men crouching low in tall grasses, stalking after a group of giant spiders, making no sound but lots of eye contact and motions. And then the largest man who is leading the group suddenly springing into action, all of us jumping at the pack of spiders with no communication, going after the weakest and the oldest and downing two of them as the rest fleed. A memory of a good hunt, something that hasn't visited Olymp in quite a few years until just recently.
And just before you wake up, a little recollection in your dream, words given to you by one of your fellow hunters as you set out, knowing that the quarry was tricky and very attuned to different types of tactics, to be wary of the thin strands of webbing that it would put out as markers and warnings that before you wake up, a little recollection in your dream, word. The Chihuahua is very angry at something. All right, well, if nobody else has a little level up story, then we'll get into it. You have a beautiful day shining in through the windows. I would say probably waking up around the same time as in any other day, but this time, instead of you going your own separate ways, you hear a knocking at the door.
Olymp gets
And
out of
again, a
bed
knocking at the
quickly.
door.
Oh,
Olymp
I
gets
thought you
up
was just.
quickly and puts his back against the wall to the side of the door.
Hey, I know you went in there. Where are you up? Hello.
Yeah, come on in.
You see Sheena walk in, her beard even more voluptuous than the day prior.
I guess this is a meta question because Olymp wouldn't know, but she doesn't have a special belt on, does she? Oh,
Yeah.
did we ask that? I'm so sorry. That's my fault.
You saw it.
Oh, it was. I'm so sorry. My fault. My fault.
It's
Is
all
that the
good.
reason she has the beard or whatever? Is because of the belt?
There you go. You can see the belt right there.
The belt of justice.
You're muted, hun. She is a dwarf though, right? I think.
Yeah, she is.
She might grow a beard even without the belt, though. I think, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, she is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a very stocky.
Maybe she had a patchy beard and she needed a full beard.
I think that's
Yeah.
probably likely.
I need that fucking belt. The hell about the bullshit is this?
So Sheena looks about you and seeing that you're all in much stronger form than previously, she's a little taken aback. You've been doing a little adventuring, haven't you?
Yeah, sort of, kinda.
Well, as long as you're not bringing any more strangers here. Somebody did stop off this morning gave me a note. Here, it said it's for you. Just hands one of you a note.
I'll accept the note.
Just remember, keep this place as quiet as you can, okay? I don't need any more trouble than I already have.
So no toying with explosives. Got it.
Exits
No
out.
problem. All right.
Sounds very
Kit Kat.
paranoid to me.
Should I read this note?
As far as you can see, it appears to be like any other note you've received before. It has a very distinct wax seal closing it in a trifold, though.
All
The
right,
Gruck
well,
clan would kill one of our slaves and carve writings on their bones, throwing them at our enemies to convey communication.
Somehow I think you started out throwing shit at your enemy.
We had difficulty writing on it, and it was many moons before an enemy tribe came to us with such communication.
it opens up the letter.
The letter appears to be just a simple letter stating, "Hail to the adventurers of Fairweather. I've received a word from Fane that you require assistance. Please find your..." And you don't need to write this down. This is
Oh,
just
I'm just
expository stuff.
taking this out.
"Please find your way to the Bent Tooth Barn in the Orcish district and ask, once there, for Vornak Gunt. I have much to speak with you about."
Is there?
H-U-N-T?
I'm not sure if there would be any date signifying when this was like written. Is there?
Sheena said it was delivered that morning.
Yeah, but it could have taken a while to show up. I'm talking about like, there a date when he actually wrote this.
Nope, no date. Very simple correspondence.
Did
Okay.
Location
so-
and name.
So technically speaking, Thane could either be perfectly fine because he talked to him, or Thane could be in the fucking ground and he could have talked to him a while ago.
yeah, I
It's only
agree with
been
you, Nesker. I thought the same thing.
It's only been about 2
2
days
days, yeah, right.
since you last seen Fane.
Okay, so it's still not like, oh my god, where the fuck is Thane? He's like dead. Okay, so it's not like at that level yet. Copy that.
When we the Orcish group the other day, the Orcish breaker, do we know for certain that he was the leader of the group?
You would not know for certain about that, no.
Are you afraid of? We might be walking into a trap.
Can I do some sort of roll to figure out if Olymp would think that he was the head honcho, the breaker?
Yeah, give me a nature check. And you can couple that with survival as well.
All right. Yeah, excellent. Perfect.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Ooh, very nice, very nice.
Perfect. Yeah, okay.
Oh shit.
So thinking back to the previous day's battle and the stress that it took on the party, as well as the spoils that you took from it, you can ascertain that the Orcish Breaker was definitely the coordinator of the hunters, if not necessarily a leader of the orcs of the city.
Okay. All right. So like in Grut, so kind of you'd be like the chief scout or some chief hunter in this instance, but not the chief.
Yeah, give me a luck check, and then we may make one more roll based on that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. The reason I'm asking this, friends, is because he's not lucky there. Olymp is kind of the wheels are spinning.
Yeah, the only thing you can remember from the courtyard is that there was a man with a gun, and that was not a very good way to hunt.
I am eager to meet the orcs, friends. I would like to parley with their tribe. This breaker, so-called, of yesterday was not the chieftain. Too ill-mannered, ill-tempered, and not patient.
It's also assuming this correspondence isn't a load of horseshit, and it's not just the orcs being pissed at us for murdering 8 of them.
I
Grand
fear
total,
no
it's
orc.
9 and many wargs as well.
Yeah, I think it's like 9 and like 4 wargs, I think.
Well, but realistically, we're walking into we work not into a small group. The city is segregated tribe by tribe by tribe as the grasslands were. We walk into the orc section and we'll expect to be surrounded by them.
Nesker, give me a history check real quick.
Okay.
Zephyr, you can do a history check as well.
All right.
It's going to be a 15.
There it is.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, good.
All right, Zephyr, you spent so much time up in the northern district that your knowledge of the other areas is not very attuned at this. However, Nesker, in your general travels around Fairweather since you've arrived and kind of settled in your place before your capture, you would remember that each of the distinct areas, although they are kind of segregated by race, there are a lot of different races that intermingle between those areas. Additionally, all of the orcs that you've encountered so far, you don't ever remember seeing in the orcish district. It was just here after they claimed to have finished a hunt and at the castle.
Okay.
Do you share that, Nesker?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I relate in the information.
Sounds like a broken tribe to me.
Or it's just multiple tribes that are living within Fairweather, which I can't see happening very peacefully, but whatever. Shit may be different here.
What say you, friends? I want to go and see them. He says with a big smile, toothy smile.
Let's do it up. I mean, we
I'd
can
like to
fuck
go.
our group, so fuck it.
I think it'd be a good idea to go.
I mean, either, like, we get to have some fun, or it's actually Fane and Friend.
True.
I'm down.
I like Fane.
He
Are
pretty
we
cool.
all still together? That the main ongoing hunt is the Chamberlain.
Oh yeah.
Are we asking our friends to go with us?
We should if they are doing anything else.
A show of force may be nice. The orcs have done nothing but be rude, talkers, and attack us. We should be prepared.
Severa, you barge into the room with Nesker and see that all of the elemental warriors were
I
having
always
a
forget to
little
knock.
If you
meeting,
tell me they're having a
and
fucking orgy, okay.
they're a little taken aback by your just entering their rooms so candidly.
I'm sorry. I'm scatterbrained. I forgot to knock. We're going on an adventure. Would you guys like to come?
I'm afraid that, and this is Kawami speaking to you, I'm afraid that we must stay here for now. It appears that some things came to light while Walia waited for us at Suchuru's boot. Perhaps it would be good for you to venture on your own for a time.
Come on, Calamy. You don't want to bash some heads? Potentially bash some heads. I'm not sure what's going on yet, but it might escalate, so, and you never know, especially with us, so.
Are you sharing the details of the note with them?
I'm just basically saying that we're gonna go meet up with some orcs.
Where?
You would see Eeg kind of back up a little bit and shake his head. Apparently not fond of the orcs.
It is Walia that is the fire, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would have a conversation with her and explain that we could use her help.
So you're doing all this explaining, Are any of you sharing the note with them?
Hey, get your ass back in here. Share the note. I don't have it.
Well, I
You do?
mean, but we know what it said. So yeah, I would share the note with her. I would let her know exactly what's going on.
All right. So in your conversation with Walia, she was listening very attentively while looking around to the rest of the group. It seems like they make decisions as a whole, not as individuals for the most part. And she would return back to you. It seems that whoever this person is wants to meet with you. We were quite separate from it. But I suppose... And she reaches into the back of her garb and hands you a small stone with an etching of a flame on it. If you speak into this, we will hear you, and we will be able to come and help.
Speaking stone. Right? That's what that thing is?
Yeah. Linked to them, presumably.
I do
If
know.
it's not, it effectively is. Unless
No,
Mitch
it's
has
linked. Is it
surprises.
Jesus?
It's essentially a emergency, but it's a life alert
Yeah.
for the elemental
Hey.
warriors.
There we go.
The life alert? Fuck out of here.
Are there any chairs in our room?
I don't
The
think so.
The grand total of accoutrements in the room that you're in currently are some gas torches that are on the wall, some
I know what
the
you're
beds, footlockers, and a single armoire.
Craig, are you, like-
No chairs.
You're not making this
Craig,
easy
is
on me,
Olymp like
Poppa.
pacing around the room looking for a chair?
Yeah, I mean, I should have been doing that, but yeah.
Why?
But
Okay.
the
In
thing
fact-
is,
Olymp, give me a quick history.
I don't think there's easily a chair available.
Well, while he's rolling a history, do I notice? Because I'm pretty sure I can put two and two together. What's happening right now? Do I know he's looking for a chair right now?
What's your passive perception?
Passive perception is an 11.
No, that's not enough to just passively get it. Olymp,
Yeah.
you
I know what his
cannot
dumbass is
remember if
doing.
there is a chair in this building or not.
Olim comes back like with a couple of.
I think there's a stool behind Sheena's counter if you want to go try to take it from her.
No.
Olim comes back with a couple of caltrops in one hand and his whetstone in his other hand, and he's just kind of like scuffing an edge of the caltrops. And he comes back in and he quickly goes around the circle and puts one of these scuffed caltrops in each of their hands. You're now honorary gruts. Don't disappoint me and hunt well.
Thank you, I think.
Yes.
I see Eeg kind of look at it and start petting it like a little mouse in its hand.
I'm gonna walk over to Eeg real quick. Eeg, just go with it. We all entertain it. Just go with it. If they know you're gonna piss them off and then shit's gonna go downhill, just go with it.
Sorry, one more time. Lily was asking me a question.
Or to the side, I'm like, man, just go with it. Don't ask any questions. We're gonna have a fun time.
Eeg just looks at you with a big old smile and keeps happily petting his.
Oh, he's
new
totally
caltrop.
about it. All right, bet. What even is a caltrop? Isn't? I thought a caltrop was like that spiky fucking thing.
Do you know jumping jacks?
Yeah.
It's the jacks, but without the round nibs on the end.
Partially, you're right. It's a spiky fucking jack.
Isn't that like the fucking spiky balls of hate I see on the beach all the time?
Those are big
those
versions,
are-
and those have a different name to them. Those
are
meant as
sea urchins, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's talking about a defensive structure in naval warfare. Those are.
Yeah, they have
No.
very
I'm
specific
talking about
names.
shit that will. No, I'm talking about like little shits that literally just pop up on
Oh.
the beach.
They're
like
black and
plants.
they go in your
Yeah.
Those are a
no.
lot like caltrops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do you know how many fucking times I've
Spring-loaded
stepped on those-
caltrops.
Do you know how many times I've stepped on those fucking things?
Oh yeah.
I know. I
I
think we
hate
all
it.
have.
Mohawk
God.
River. Mohawk River.
Dude,
We
yeah,
all
before I
have.
go on the Hudson, oh my god, every
Yeah.
time I walk back with a fucking bloody foot because I step on them some bitches, I'm like, oh my god!
Yep.
And
So
they go through your shoes.
four of
Anyway.
the elemental warriors kind of just look at you and give a little nod and okay. And yeah, Eeg is all about this friendship greeting.
What is Eag's
Right.
intelligence? Just for shits and giggles.
6.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Eeg is the smart boy.
Yes.
Yeah, six intelligence, 6 wisdom for Eeg.
Yeah.
Oh, that
he's-
reminds
So
me.
he will
after
literally
I
just
killed
kind
the
of
guy.
go along with whatever anybody says.
Okay. It's like a fucking golden retriever. Okay, let's go do it. Excited for fucking
I
ever.
don't know. So it encompasses all of this like fist-shaped thing in here as well.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Like I'm getting
Where-
dark elves of fucking
Where-
Windhelm vibes right there.
Where are we looking?
Look west. Southwest. Right here on ping.
Okay, I got it.
All right.
What happened?
Who's drawn on the map?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it.
That is the right general area, though. But don't worry, guys. I figured out that I can snap your view to wherever I need you to be looking.
Which is
Oh, beautiful. I don't have to do
really,
anything now.
that was
No.
really cool too. Yes, that is.
How the hell
so
do you
nice.
do that, by the way?
Press Shift and then ping.
Shift and ping. Excellent.
Ah, that's fucking
That
cool.
is very nice.
Very nice,
Yeah,
yes.
good for drawing attention. So you guys make your way across. Do you want to go through the town square? Do you want to stop at Vichy's Bazaar? Do you want to explore a little bit?
We play more card games?
I
I mean, if you want to make this another Zepek day, then okay, whatever. But
No.
Let's go over to the Orcish Quarter. I really don't
Yeah.
need anything. Do you
Yeah,
guys-
just
yeah,
go
no,
over there.
I think we should head over and get going on
square it away, see what's going on, yeah.
all right, so you do eventually make it over into the Orcish area. As you're traveling through the Dwarvish area, it's still mid-morning, a little bit before noon. You see people are full into their days. There's still quite a bit of foot traffic throughout the streets. Again, everybody roll perception real quick as you're walking along. You see the guards, as you have before, doing just general patrols. Saphira, you notice that a few of them are
That one.
looking at you, but Kit Kat, yeah, you are. There's a very, very interesting dwarf that is wearing a special hat that has this little bobber on the top of it, just in front of you, and you cannot keep your eyes off of it.
Oh yeah, because you used to tabaxi. I'm like, why is that important?
Limp and Nesker, you guys notice as you're walking through the same thing as the day before, that there's people that are kind of squinting and cocking their heads at you and little whispers going back and forth like, is that them? Why are there so many different... no, that can't be them. Little side conversations as you're going along, but nothing really concrete or damning against you. Nothing good, nothing bad.
Word of us is spreading.
Seems to me that people are noticing.
Yeah. Hey man, we can either get targeted or people can start trying to get us to do jobs for them. So.
I figured, Craig. So you are in the Orcish district. You see a great many orcs. The concentration of it just grew and grew as you got towards the town square, and then as you went just a little bit further east, it's almost like the incidence of other races dropped off. The Orcish population seems to be much more densely orc than any other type of racial entreat.
Now we are currently in 7, is that right?
Yes, you are not all the way over by 7. You're actually like right
Just
by
inside,
the
yeah.
just by the town square.
Okay.
And same thing in the Orcish district. You notice that the orcs are turning and kind of whispering about you.
We have a lot of eyes looking at us.
Are they dressed similarly to the orcs that we encountered previously?
Nope, most of these orcs are actually wearing typical clothing that you would see every race wearing. Some have suits on, others are wearing more tribal accoutrement, some are more naturistic. There's a varied plethora, but you don't seem to see any that were like the huntsmen that you've encountered previously.
What do we see around us immediately? Are there is
Right at this
there
corner, you mean? Or ping about where you're looking?
wherever we currently are? Is there like kind of a rougher looking orc around us?
There are many rough-looking orcs around you. There is no such thing as a tidy orc. Even the ones that are wearing full suits look out of place.
Olymp begins to walk over towards the roughest looking orc he sees around him.
I'm staring at Olymp as he does this, just like basically babysitting him. I'm just staring at what the fuck he's doing.
How are you addressing the orc?
In Orcish, Olymp says, if I don't, is brother like just an Orcish term, like man, or is that like tribesmen, interfamily?
That would be more tribesmen.
Okay, so Olymp would say in gruff but fluent Orcish, Hail, I'm looking for something. Can you help, stranger?
Give me a luck roll. Yes, luckily your memory of orc serves you well. And the orc turns to you, says, It's not often that a stranger race speaks so well in the tongue of orcs. What are you looking for?
An establishment. Someplace we can find things. I'm looking for the finest of food and ale, and the worst of folk.
The finest of food and ale is nowhere in this district. But there are some terrible folk to be found a little east down the main road.
Can you give me a name?
A name of the establishment? There's many places of ill repute in this district.
Oh, he was just telling me like that's the bad area, that's the worst section.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, and then and what of the hanged nail?
The hanged nail? I'm sorry, friend. There's no hanged nail here. Unless, do you need nail care? The elves can take care of that for you.
No. Thank you, friend. Oh, and one more thing. Have you heard anything of an orcish hunting party?
You see the orc kind of shake his head and grunt and scruff out. Those hunting parties sell their souls to live cush lives.
Abominations to a real hunter. In any event, enjoy your day. May it be productive. And Olymp goes back to the party, tells him what he learned. It is strange that he didn't know of the hanged nail. Was I mistaken? Is that not our quarry for today?
Anyone who wants to answer that and doesn't
I'd
have
honestly-
a note, roll me a history check.
Okay.
I
don't really
understood
remember.
the whole
Or whoever
conversation
has the
anyway.
note. Nesker, you remember it is the Bent Tooth Barn.
God damn it, hangnail's what I said. Motherfuck. Alright, so Olymp will run back. Sorry, friend. I was thinking about those damned hunters the other day. They were terrible. The bent tooth, that's what we're looking for.
Olymp.
You don't speak orc
Yes, I
yourself
do,
here.
actually.
Oh, do you?
Thank you.
Well, you could. Do you come up and say that in Orcish?
Yes, I would tell him my friend here was mistaken.
Mistaken? What do you mean?
It was not the hanged nail. It was What was that again, Nesker?
Bent tooth barn.
The Bent Tooth Barn.
See, not
Guys,
so
I
damn
even put
easy,
it in
is it?
chat. I even put it in chat. Come on.
Where?
I don't see it in the chat either.
I don't see it in chat.
It's up. It's above. It's above.
The Bent Tooth Barn. You mean Fornax joint?
Yeah.
Why do you want to go there?
We received basically a summons to go there.
You did?
Are you
That's all
laughing
you
at
get.
this
I'm not
grunt?
sure what you find so funny about that.
He is just keeled over laughing now.
Olem tries to intimidate him.
No, god damn it. Oh,
The
shit.
big
Well,
growl. Kind of like flexing his lats, you know what I mean? Or you make yourself seem wider.
Just a moment.
The intent behind it is not necessarily to make him piss his pants, but more to stop laughing.
My friend here
No,
is
I-
trying to do his mating dance for you.
I get the intent behind it, but hold on.
I'm just so worried that Olim's just gonna start boxing people out of nowhere. I'm like,
He sees you attempt. I had to find a way to roll a whisper.
Yeah.
It didn't even whisper. So he sees you try to puff up and be fearsome and just starts laughing even harder.
God damn it. You're not worth any of my true might. And Olem turns his back and storms away.
Don't mind my friend there. But yeah, we are looking for the.
Oh no, this orc is inconsolably laughing. It seems that this Vornak has quite the reputation that precedes him.
oh, shit.
Well, amongst all your laughter, can you at least tell us where the Bent Tooth Barn is?
Just follow the road east. You'll find it down there. Good luck.
Good day, friend. Good day.
Olymp, you're a countryman in a big city.
They know nothing of the hunt!
Jeez. Every time I'm
So-
gonna drink when you say hunt. Every episode.
I mean,
There's
I
your drinking
definitely-
game,
yes,
guys.
I definitely need some liquor at the moment. So
Well,
I can
you
take
you
a
could
shot.
run that as like a stream thing. Just a runner. You could get some sort of
Put a
software that
counter on the
automatically
stream, yeah.
pops it up. Yeah.
So as you guys proceed
The
down
hunt.
the main
Hunt.
thoroughfare, the wide road that leads east to west, for the most part from the town square, you do eventually happen upon a building that says the Bent Tooth Barn.
How does the
what
building
area of the
look?
city?
The bad spot.
The only easy way to describe it is the red light district without the prostitutes on the corner.
Oh, shit.
Well, damn it, you just took out all the fun.
Do we notice like crimes and stuff as we're going?
Roll me perception checks.
Okay.
Perception, everybody.
Yeah.
I've been
I
doing
don't
so
see
good.
general.
So
Whoa,
I
so
can't
you're-
wait.
you're-
No penalty for a group roll here.
You're
Oh,
Batman.
finally.
Saphira, Kit Kat, and Olymp, the three of you see many little petty crimes happening. Saphira, you see one young orc child kind of go to reach for a wallet, but then have to stop because the mark stopped walking a little bit before they expected him to. Kit Kat, you see gambling going off down an alley corner, and as you go by, all the eyes turn to you to see if you come down that direction, but go back to the table as you move on. Olymp, you can somehow still hear the orc laughing a few blocks away.
And I'm pissed. He's on my mind.
The building itself looks like a pretty ramshackle type of tavern. You can hear a little music within, some shouts, and raucous behavior.
Ah, the Bucktooth Bar.
Are we heading in?
Yeah.
Yep.
Onto the hangnail. Hey, Grut.
I'm more for killing
Oh.
and hunting than words.
I hope you call it the hangnail while you're here. If you guys want to help out, you can drag your characters onto the screen, but I'm there already, so it might
I
go
got nothing but
quickly
blackness.
both ways.
Yeah, well, we can
Just
still
drag it
drag
to the
You
far
need to
left.
far
yep.
left. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there we are. That's better.
I can't even see our token.
Thank you, sir.
Where am I?
Boss man, make me. Thank you, sir.
I do not understand why.
So right now, if you make him twice as big so that he's 2x2 and replace the token for Olymp in the journal, it'll fix it.
I have done that multiple times and it doesn't.
You might need to do it on the over map. You might need to do it on a map that is half size cells, perhaps.
Yeah, I got to play around with it more, but for right now, I just will
It's
continue
fine.
manually resizing.
Absolutely,
Because it's not that big a deal.
no doubt.
Alright, who are we missing? Nesker.
Zelfir is already making his way over to the bar.
Oh, I can see the map now.
Alright, so you guys enter the tavern and you see quite a few different individuals kind of scattered around. There's 3 orcs over at the bar, right in front of the door that you come in. There's an elf, an orc, a human, and a tiefling that appear to be carrying weapons, kind of huddled and talking in whispers. And then the northwestern corner, you see a relatively familiar sight.
Yes.
Same kind of garb as the breaker, essentially.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know if it's meant to be that way, but some of the people are underneath. Saphira is underneath.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I have a gray haze over everyone but myself.
Right.
Yep,
how
you're
Unless
going to,
There we go.
because that is dim lighting.
Oh, okay.
Once you get to right, that's
see.
exactly.
Is Olymp a source of light? Wherever Olymp moves, the light moves with him.
Yeah,
He
Olin
does have a
does.
10-foot source of light on him with his
Okay,
lantern.
I get it.
and the
I
pen.
get it.
Oh.
Is there any music playing? I'm just curious.
What may be considered music just kind of sounds like scraping on door panels.
Oh, cool. Well, Kit
You
still.
can make out a very light pattern to it, but nothing that you would traditionally call music.
Kit still isn't walking in the bar, kind of dancing as he's walking through. Like he's just feeling it.
Zelfir bellies up to the bar. Is there a barkeep? I don't see one. So
There are 2 barmaidens around that are scurrying around, ferrying people their orders.
okay.
You see them jut in and out of door here.
I would call to one of the barmaids and ask for an ale. Barmaid, may I have an ale?
What kind?
Whatever your best is.
Give me a wee minute. You see her scurry into the back. Few yells come in various different languages, and then she comes back out with 2 flagons of a 1 gold-colored mead and 1 red-colored.
I shall try.
You drink the yellow one, and then you drink the red one.
Okay.
That'll be 10 copper.
And,
You got to drink them in a certain order.
I hand
Damn.
I hand her the 10 copper, and as I do, I also ask about Vornak Good.
More guests of Varnak, huh? He's over in the corner there. And she points to the northeastern corner, where you see 1 finely dressed orc surrounded by what appear to be 4 bodyguards.
Barmaid starts to walk away, and Zelfir smacks her on the ass and says, "Thank you."
I wouldn't do that again if I were you, elf.
Oh, I might do it again.
And she scurries away over to the table with the
Nesker's
weapon.
just shaking his fucking head at Zelfir right now. What the fuck, man?
Evil.
Probably didn't see it. Olymp would have thrown something at you, but bad lighting.
No, Olymp did not see anything, especially in the lighting. This is an orcish tavern. There's very little in the way of typical lighting here.
I'm eyeing this. I've been putting eyes on that one orc. So what are we doing? The party's going over to the northwest table now?
Northeast. So I would catch up with the party as I'm drinking my flagons in order and tell them that Vonak is up in the eastern corner of the bar.
Oh, so the same bar with the hunter orc, okay. Or the same table. Is that
Well,
accurate, Poppa?
This is just to signify bodyguards.
Gotcha.
So, I would say if we want to speak to him, we should go up there.
And before you can even get to the table, one of the orcs approaches. And of course, she's not going to blow up. Hold on.
I mean, if we just zoom in, that's a really cool picture, though.
Well, no, I have her in the handouts, so
Yeah.
that's her.
Nice.
I'm gonna introduce myself.
And what can I do for you?
Was that in common?
We are here to see Vaughn.
That was in common. Varnak. Not anyone can seek an audience with Varnak.
It just so happens
What brings
that
you here?
It just so happens that we have had a note inviting us here.
Lots of people say they have notes from Varnak. Let's see it if you have it.
I forget who actually got it.
I think Kit
did.
has it.
So,
Kat hands it to the, what is her name? Oh, we don't
Sunte.
know. Hands it to the.
Her name is Sunte, but yes. You just know her as the gruff female
Yes.
orc currently.
Kat hands it to the gruff female orc. The
And
sea?
the gruff female orc snatches it from your hands, not losing any time or caring about the appearances that she's giving off. Reading it very hurriedly. So you do have an audience with Vornak here. Well, it's a good thing. Maybe. Could be a bad thing. Name's Sunte. Sunte Grulkill. If you be needing anything, talk to me, bar wenches. And I'll be about as well. This is my tavern, and I welcome you. But don't start any trouble, or I'll have to send the real fighter after you.
Sunte,
No trouble here.
worry
No.
not. You will witness now the work of the Grut clan.
I don't know who that is, but Vornak's here. He'll speak with you.
That's us.
And she walks away.
Olymp, I have a question.
What's
do
up here?
orcs wear any significance of marriage? Can you tell if she's married?
So we will, if this has your approval, I'll roll a d20 right now. The result of the d20 is actually how much Olymp knows about orc culture, though he does speak the language. Is that appropriate?
That'll be fair, yes, but please roll it at disadvantage.
Okay. Oh.
Well,
So here, we'll establish it here. Your experience with orcish culture is the orcs that you have met out in the wild on the hunt. You learned their language so you could hunt with them and survive with them, but you kept yourself distant because you didn't agree with a lot of their tactics.
Excellent. Can we set the precedent? I'm fluent and well-spoken in Orcish if it's related to hunting, but if it's not related to hunting, I cannot really speak it or understand it.
With little fingers out to normal speak, because you would have caught things around the campfire.
Okay. All right. Cool. I can't really tell, Saphira, but I think she would make a fine wife for you.
And just so we're clear, everything you see in that picture is what she's carrying around her tavern. The giant bone sword axe thing, yep, that's
Nice.
strapped to her back. She's got the armor and the spikes on, but she's still waiting tables and all of that.
You
I
can
think
smack
If
her ass.
anybody wants to try and glean anything, you can give me a survival or a nature check.
It may be wise, Saphira. Franklin you could use the tempering influence.
I was gonna say Franklin's gonna go up and nuzzle her leg first.
If you like
Back, beast! And she starts kicking at it. Control, you beast!
Oh no, I'm sorry. I wanted to say you're really pretty and you look like you're really strong and hi.
A tiefling.
Yes.
Well, I suppose you're attractive as well.
Thank you. My name's Saphira. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye.
Saphira.
Oh,
All right.
oh,
Bye.
what? Nobody ever keeps talking.
You don't seem to be from Fairweather.
Guys, I need
No,
to
ma'am.
take a quick 2-second break. I'll be right back.
You know what? This is a pretty good spot. We can resume here with Saphira's flirtation. Why don't we just take a quick 10 minutes?
Excellent.
All right.
Excellent. Cool. I'm eager. This
Gonna
is
work
this
with
is
this.
more endgame content right here. This is gonna, as Mitch makes a quick little romance
Making an
quest.
alliance. Leave me alone.
I love it.
Imagine.
You want to spark that, Jay? We can save. Yeah, I mean, think about it. I really. This will be my last beer. I feel good. I could keep drinking.
Sorry about that. welcome, viewers. Thank you for being here. Thanks for
Lily had an amazing idea for dinner
dropping
tonight,
by.
and we had
Ooh.
cheese.
and giving us a view. Drop us a follow if you like what you see. Even suggestions, anything. Have some conversation in chat, anything.
Are you talking to us, Paul? Because I can't hear you. Okay.
No.
We ordered really good pizza. Margarita.
I got Chinese food.
That's what Mitch and Lily are eating, I think.
There is something wonderful about just a plain margarita pizza.
It really is. It's delightful. But
And you guys
not
are
that
right
many
by
people.
Mix, too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the only thing that
But
I
we don't
really
order
like
there
from,
much anymore.
the only thing I like from Mix is their wings. That's really all I ever get there.
Yeah.
I'm
This
not a
place
huge
really,
fan of
really
their
impressed
pizza.
me. I'll tell you, this one was like really the best crust I've maybe had
Yeah,
in New York.
I was really like, oh, because it's really hard to get a good margarita pizza from somewhere. But
I don't
theirs
think. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, I
Jen.
thought theirs was good.
Depending on who you talk to, margarita pizza is the only real pizza in existence.
Yeah,
Welcome,
but it's
viewer.
so hard to get it proper around here. And even with
Mhm.
this place, like, I can't compliment. They had like a 9 out of 10 crust, really like the best crust I've had. And their ingredient, like they made it properly, but they didn't. It wasn't like super fresh ingredients or anything, right? That would be the escalating factor. But you never find that. I've never seen that in New York. Just a couple of times when
I'm
we were
pretty
out
sure
in Cali and
DeFazio's or
Portland.
wherever there is going to make.
If you want a real, authentic margarita pizza, Lombardi's in New York City.
Yeah, right. I could imagine
Oh,
in New
yeah.
York City. I don't have much eating experience in the city, actually. I've only been down there a couple of times, and I've never really been to the boroughs other than just passing through. And that's where I'd love to eat, like the Bronx and Brooklyn and shit.
Change the subject, but we need to get Saphira an actual desktop with a camera.
Well, once you become an affiliate, you'll be making that ad rev, Paulie. Have you
I
monetized
have
your?
a decent computer that I could put together to just need shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't.
I have connections to monetization, but I certainly don't expect anything. I mean, just getting started with this, and realistically, D&D Night is my biggest night. So
I haven't even been following. How we doing?
Oh, I
been
have to post.
consistency
Good.
about
Good.
10
Sorry,
viewers, so
Yeah, good.
I
I
totally
appreciate
forgot.
each and every one of you.
Today was the first day I had like zero traffic on my GitHub today, but I didn't get an acceptance or a refusal from that job, and so I don't know what's going on. I'm antsy in the pantsy to hear from them.
I hear you. I mean, also, guys, if you think about it, don't forget to follow Jess's stream as well.
Oh, that's
I
right. They're
usually
playing
do.
right now, aren't
Yeah,
they?
I
I forgot about
usually
that.
watch her stream in the background as well, just to
I
give her
did
the views.
forget about that.
Stop in, say hi.
We have our companions, and now suddenly I have as many tabs open for this game as Dungeon.
Well, whenever I do this, I have a bunch of tabs open because I try to keep an eye on where all the streams are, because between YouTube and Facebook and Twitch.
Lillian wants me to ruin my wedding dress.
Never mind.
Let's clarify here. For our wedding, he wore a traditional Scottish great kilt
Yes.
with
Yeah.
the whole big thing and everything. So, he wants to wear it to the Capital Scottish Games next weekend, which is the Scottish equivalent of a fair. It's like a $600 thing. And also, as a woman, would you wear your wedding dress to the fair?
I mean, they would know he was a
To set
boss.
some precedents.
Just, does he wear underwear?
Huh?
You know what's kind of... I'm not going to lie, I was the same thing. I was going to make a comment.
I have seen the picture.
Yeah, I Facebook stalked it. No, it looks like you guys had an amazing wedding. I think it's cool. I mean, shit, dude, you gotta, pull some strings and just get a shitty secondary great kill. Get like a going around town great kill.
Great kill's not really for going around town.
We go to the hunt, brother.
Exactly. All right. So, Saphira, you're romancing the orc.
Yes.
The bagpipes of love are playing.
I'm sorry I walked away so quickly. Just people usually, don't put up with my awkwardness.
We've had our fair share of tieflings around here. There's one at the table over there. Everyone's a little awkward.
Well, thank you, I guess, for making me feel better. How long have you owned this wonderful tavern?
Her head cocks a little bit. She starts doing the finger counting. Says, "Oh, when I retired from the wars, I started in on this maybe, 48 years ago."
Wow, that's fantastic. You don't even look like you could be that old.
I'm not.
I think the shit is getting
Wait, what? How old are you?
Me? I'm only about 32.
How did you... Okay.
There were some unusual spellcasters in the war and some wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff.
Okay. Oh.
There were some unusual spellcasters in the war and some...
That is very interesting. Again, I'm sorry about my badger. He's very friendly, and I thought it would be a good icebreaker.
Just keep him close, and everything will be fine. But you need to go talk to Vornak, don't you?
Yes. Well, thank you, and thank you for making me feel welcome.
Everyone is welcome here.
Saphira makes her way back over to the table. I mean, my skin is purple, but there's visible blushing going on.
When Saphira comes back, Olymp nudges her like, "Good job, Grut. Did you even tell her your name?"
Yes.
Oh, very impressive.
When you blush, you just glow.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to, additionally, sorry, this is a quick retcon. Everyone has a point of inspiration for getting all of the elemental warriors together.
What happened?
What? We have inspiration?
Remember, though, if you don't use it in this session, it goes away.
It's good training for all of us, yeah, because none of us used it in like 4 weeks. It's just...
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Maybe, DM, can you give us all a quick reminder for the usages of it?
Basically, anytime you make a D20 roll, that is not a luck roll.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You can use an inspiration to re-roll, and you can use either roll that you roll.
The only thing that kind of was a little secretive to me, guys, we can use it on initiative too, if you'd like, because that's a dexterity check actually, or a dex
Any
save,
check or save.
Yeah.
Attacks count as dex or charisma or what if you're a spellcaster. They count as checks as well. So if you make an attack, it doesn't
I'm actually
hit.
good to clip this.
You want to use inspiration, you can. We're losing Crystal to the coughs.
Don't cough, you don't get offs.
All right.
I only coughed a little, but Craig was talking.
Yeah,
over
I'm
the
sorry, guys.
microphone,
I
so
try
was
to
like,
mute. I try to mute it.
No,
It's rude
good.
of me.
It's good.
Morty, my handsome little friend.
Oh my god!
So-
Before we get back on, I just want to say Crystal's in fucking love with Morty, and I gotta say I have like half a chub for him.
Not like that.
He's a pretty awesome little dude.
He is.
So
I fell in love.
the party, with the exception of Olymp, can see at the top side of the table the very well-dressed orc.
So
Zelfir, if you want, and Kit Kat, if you guys want to go there, you need to make strength checks
Yeah,
at disadvantage.
sorry. No, I don't want to. That was silly.
oh, why? Well, okay.
Yeah.
Because you are trying to approach closer to Vornak than his bodyguards are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, that was silly.
I popped my ass in the chair.
Yeah.
I look across the table at.
Oh, another group of adventurers, I see. Welcome.
You must be Vornak.
Ah, many people would like that question answered. What is it that I can do for you?
Well,
You wrote us a note.
We were privy to a note that you sent us.
This is the orc that you see in front of you.
Finally.
Oh, he's a pretty one, he is. He's a pretty one.
It's very well dressed. Kit Kat does admire some of his outfit, most of his outfit.
Oh, yeah, spiffy.
You say I wrote you a note.
That is correct. My friend Kit here has the note, if you'd like to see it.
Let me see this note.
Did she give it back to me?
She did, yes.
Okay. So Kit hands
Olymp,
it to
for your
Laura.
size up, you can tell. I'm getting it. I got you. I see you. You are not seeing much of anything off of him. He's wearing some very high-class clothing, carrying what would be a simple beat stick kind of weapon. The one thing that I'll say you notice, even with that 7, is the rings don't appear to be separate rings.
It's like a knuckle weapon?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're infuriated that someone who may potentially have hunting capabilities is surrounding himself with lesser protectors. Or
The party
you can make your decision about that. But
yeah, I mean, the party notices right now I'm not particularly boisterous. I'm just kind of ready and watching in front of Nesker, looking over to Zelfir a little bit.
I would,
between Vornak and Zelfir.
As I am talking to him, I would be talking to him in Orcish, just to show him that I'm at least on the,
He chuckles a little bit and waves his hand at you. We don't need such pleasantries here. We can keep it to the common tongue. There's no one here that would bother themselves with your business anyway, unless you had the coin to pay them for it. You see that group over there at the table? And he points over at the one by the door that you entered that had the elf, the orc, the tiefling, and the human.
Yes, what of
Those are some of the finest mercenaries in Fairweather. A ragged bunch, much like yourselves. They chose to make their money through contracts. How do you make your money?
Through adventuring, mostly, at the moment.
They may be mercenaries, but we Gruts are hunters.
Ah, the Gruts. Yes, I did summon for you. I'd heard whispers, and a good friend came by saying that you might need some help. Well, I'm in the business of help, but maybe you can help me before I help you.
What is it you would like?
Let me do an insight on that in regards to a lot of almost all my roles are through like a hunter's lens, so the insight is trying to see if there's weakness and like is he asking for help because he needs the Gruts or is he asking for help because he wants the Gruts essentially? Was the intent.
He wants to see if you guys are worth the time.
Okay.
Just like you're sizing him up, he's sizing you up.
I can assure you that we wouldn't let you down.
Well, we'll see about that. As for what I need from you, well, I run a certain information business. And information is quite valuable, as I'm sure you're aware. And recently, I've had a little trouble with one of my contractors. You see, we hold him up in an underground stronghold that we had, and he had to evacuate rather quickly, screaming and gibbering about some monster with teeth and tentacles.
That explains half the creatures around.
But it would appear that in his haste, he left a very valuable piece of information down there. I need you to go and get that. And should you return with it, I may even sweeten the deal for you.
Will there be more? This seems as a test of our skills, something we used to put our young ones through. You need to know, this will be as trivial to us as doing a task fit for a young man. If there's not more after, it's not worth it.
Call it a test, call it a quest, call it a venture. If you can show me that you're worth your grit here, then we may be able to talk about more work down the road.
I have a question for you. Why is it then when we asked about your name, some other orcs just laughed?
You see, I have quite the reputation. If someone doesn't perform, well, they'll never perform again.
We'll see who laughs.
The threat goes right over Olin's head.
I'm kind of starting to rethink things. At first, I thought this was some sort of like warband chieftain. Now they might be dancers or something. I don't know. He's got treasure. I don't know. I'm going with it.
So, what do you say? You go down into our little fortress and retrieve this, and then, well, we'll say 1,000 gold across all of you. It's a small task, a small reward seems fit.
For all your fancy dress there, it seems you are quite able to hunt yourself. Why? Why us?
I have bigger things to worry about than little fetchings of things.
Doesn't seem so little if you're willing to pay 1,000 gold.
1,000 gold is merely a drop. And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a literal handful of platinum pieces before putting it back in slowly.
This dude has fuck you money. Copy that.
That does not do much to impress me.
I'm sure it wouldn't, Gravekeeper. You want a little more incentive? Well, my informants have told me of your own little experiments over the years. You go down in those caves and you might find a very particular vermin changed by something. It might be a little interesting to you. You can keep one of those if you like.
Zelfir gets visibly kind of notice that his body language changes and a little excitedly. Not too out of the
What are we
ordinary,
inciting there, Craig?
So, I don't know. I don't remember how much we've kept you in the loop, but Paul, Zelfir and I have talked about it. Olymp is going to be really uncomfortable with the necromancer idea, and there's going to probably be like some character development through that. But
Oh yeah,
so that,
no, I'm aware of that.
That was just to kind of see the interact. Does Olymp understand what's this conversation that's happening right now? And he kind of gets a little bit of it, but he doesn't really understand.
Zelfir, roll me a combination deception and nature check. Perfect. So with those combinations, Olymp, you have heard the word experiment before, but you're not exactly sure what it means. But you can tell that there's something possibly unnatural about it. So, elf, does that suit your fancy? 1,000 gold and a possible capture of something you've been looking for years.
Seems we might be able to help each other out after all.
What say the rest of you?
Fuck it, I'm in.
I'm in for adventure.
Almond.
Same.
I say tonight weed on tentacle.
Good. Now, I'm sure that many of you are very well aware that there's a great many entrances into the underground tunnels of Fairweather. Some lead to the sewers, some lead to dungeons, others lead to darker places. Where you're looking to go is out by the park. Near the north side, you'll see a very distinct opening to the underground. Head down in there, and then do the work. You're going to find the treasure that you seek underneath a bed. I don't know which. He moved all over the place. You might have to turn the entire area. But when you find it, bring it right back here to me.
Fair enough. Shall we be on then?
Let's fucking do it.
Vornak nods to you, bids you farewell as you exit back into Fairweather proper.
Man, I wanted another one of those ales because that made me feel so good. Whatever the hell that was.
We'll say you would have asked Sunte on your way out, and her response is that that was a blood bourbon. No further information given.
Bloody good.
So you're all familiar enough with the town now that you would recognize you're very close to Rattlebone Park, specifically in the north side where he said you would find the entrance. You're not sure exactly where on the north side, but you could take the time to scout. There is also obviously always shops and anywhere else. You're never obligated to go directly to tasks.
I feel like maybe we should get this task done. And done
Yeah,
quickly.
I mean,
I agree.
I really don't need to do anything beforehand, so I'm good to go right to it.
I would like some money for things I wish to acquire.
Yes, I do need to buy a gem for one of my abilities.
You choose well, young Grut. Hunting has always been our clan's way.
Yes. So hunting we shall go.
Are you going to take the most direct route there that we can see, this little kind of south by southeast smaller road? Do you want to go through the buildings and the alleys?
I say we go through the direct route.
The only problem with that I see is the gods, as usual.
Oh, but I don't...
Well, you passed dozens and dozens of guard patrols on the way
I don't
over.
think they're fucking with us at this point.
Well then.
I don't
Shall we
think
take
they
the
care
direct
about
route?
us.
All right. It's a very short way. It'll only take you about 10 minutes to get there, but everybody give me a luck check.
Look at it.
Oh, no.
I roll a nat 1, lightning strikes me, I fucking die. Oh, I didn't. Oh, what the hell?
I forgot I got to do it in there, but I rolled anyway. A nice 5. Yeah.
It can be
Oh
on
my
D&D
God.
Beyond. It can be in Roll20. It doesn't matter as long as it's a D20.
You didn't see that. Nobody
Oh,
saw
sorry.
Okay, I did see that.
Wait, how did I just roll a nat 1?
No, I rolled an
One.
No, it says Nesker rolling d20 equals 1.
It says
you
12
had that
on
12
my
ahead of
screen.
time. So we get a 19, a 12, a 1, and a 5. 2 5s. 3 of you, as you're walking along, attract the eye of some guards that are walking by. And they address you. Halt!
Yeah.
Halt in the name of the king.
Uh-huh. What's up?
So God, I hope this is not necessary, but Olymp was casting Dark Vision and Longstrider on himself as we went. Are those in place currently or not yet? God, I hope it's not even necessary. It doesn't come up. You know what I mean?
Roll me a check.
Luck?
Luck, yeah.
Yeah. I was preparing for
I'm
the
not
dungeon
going to
dive,
universally
but...
let you retcon. Nope, those are up and active.
Excellent, okay.
Are you the Gruts?
Well,
who's asking?
Some of us are.
We are the
gods of
Gruts.
the king are asking. Are you the Gruts?
Aye.
Come
They've
with
been
us.
given totems.
Come with us. The captain of the guard wants a word.
Oh, shit.
Olymp trails after them and held up.
I whispered to these guys and... Do you mean thing?
Maybe, but... Would I be able to cast my Eldritch Cannon on the move and then put it, make it tiny and put it up on my shoulder?
So this is meta, but like Craig would so strongly ask you not to do that.
What? Just to have my... It's not going to attack anybody, it's just going to be on my shoulder.
Alright, town guards are not Skyrim town
I will say
guards.
again what I have said almost every single session. You can do whatever the hell you want to do.
Fine, for fuck's sake, won't do it.
Nah, they won't kill you.
If there are consequences, there are consequences.
Fine, I'll refrain.
You can do whatever you want to do. So are we following the guards?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Is any of the party not going with the guards?
What happened that the guard stopped us, or because we sucked with our luck check?
I don't know, maybe murdering 9 orcs?
No, I
Instead of
meant
being in the
our
camp.
luck
We're
check.
reluctantly following.
I think there's more to
Yeah.
that than that too, but
All right, so with an
God,
extra
we're back
20
in.
minutes walk, you find yourselves back in the courtyard, surrounded by guards, but it's vacant of everyone except Farnswiss. One of the elite guards approaches you. Please, follow me.
everybody froze up.
You're gone, but everybody's there. It's you, Pablo.
Olymp will call up. Has the king heard of our prowess?
Oh, maybe we're popular.
No, the king does not bother himself with such mundane things.
I've seen
Then why
more
do you
of
bring
mundane.
us here, guard?
I do not. The captain does. You would be best to hold your tongue.
Mm.
Oh, shit.
Please, find your way into the courtyard and sit at the table. The captain will be along shortly.
Where am
North.
You're up north.
Oh,
Oh, it's so pretty through here. Kit gets sidetracked and starts going into the. Is this a tree?
I kind of pander after you. Kit, no, table. We have to be there. Come on.
And shortly after Zilphir and Kit Kat follow, you can see all of the guards posting up at the few exits there are to this walled-off section.
Oh, I love how
An
you
elite
took
and 2
the
city
front
guards.
table here, the front seat here.
Now I want to clear. So the Longstrider and Dark Vision are or are not on right now.
They are active, yes.
Are active. Okay, excellent.
Longstrider has about a half an hour left.
Excellent.
Oh, and when we pass Farnswiss, I winked at him.
Is he still in there?
Yes,
Yep,
Farnswiss
he's
is still
here.
here.
He's the only one
He
here.
appears to be a persistent fixture.
Yes.
If you guys remember what his brother or relative said in the prison, he's like always there. He's been there for like the past 20 years or some shit.
Belfier
Oh, yeah.
completely
He's a
ignores
permanent
Farnswiss.
fixture.
So a good another 10 minutes passes. You hear just the rustling of the wind through the trees and a few brief conversations from the guards over mundane things of the day, and then you hear coming from the south 2 figures.
Oh boy.
Oh shit! Here we go.
One of them is dressed very heavily in armor from head to toe.
How are you going to tell me the king wasn't involved? Now you got the king right up in there at us.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wow.
then you see a second figure, which I don't remember.
Poppa.
Much younger than the other individual, but wearing a little bit more fanfare around his armor. You hear him address the older gentleman. Oh, you go take care of this. I must go meet with the Chamberlain. He says he has news from the pen.
Oh, shh.
We better
And you
get this
see
done quickly.
the king walk off into the courtyard. With the older gentleman in the armor walking slowly around the table, looking at each of you as he goes, stopping for a second a limp at the head of the table, chuckling, and then walking back down.
Whoa, he's distorting.
Yeah, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff. The joys of alt as a push to talk. And he sits at the table, and beckons you all to join him.
Please, Grots, have a seat. I've summoned you here for a very important task. It seems that you've made a little bit of a name yourself, and this is a good thing. For now. We heard through our informants that you just had a meeting with Vornak at the Bent-Tooth Barn. What is it that he wanted you to do? Gosh.
He asked us to...
Trust your gut, Grut.
He asked us to collect some
Speak
information.
quickly
from him.
now. To get some information. I figured as much. His informant had to evacuate very quickly. Well, I have a task for you down there as well. It wasn't just used by Vornak. We had our own informants down there. It was a good place to mingle information, subterfuge and whatnot. I'm sure you understand.
Yes.
But we lost a very, very important thing down there. Some would say it's a bit of an abomination, but the king is rather fond of it.
Not to come across off as rude, but we might need a little more information if you want us to do this task for you.
No, Nesker, I understand. This thing is a tentacled creature,
What?
is it not?
Tentacle creature. No,
Oh.
It's a crocodile.
Yes, a crocodile. Exactly what I was going to say. You
The
see,
king,
we of the
the
Grut
king-
tribe are great hunters, not
Okay,
the best
hold-
thinkers.
Okay, Nestor's going to interrupt everybody real quick. I'm sorry, the king had a pet crocodile? You want to run that back real quick? What?
the king, as you saw, is a bit young in the gills. And yes, he still keeps pets of some sorts. He had this one
wonder-
imported from the swamps to the east.
I get pets, but crocodile usually isn't.
That's what you're echoing.
Yeah, I know.
The boy has some folly yet left in him, and he is the king, so we do as he asks.
Fair enough. I have no place to judge.
Wonders if he needs a tabaxi.
Normally, I wouldn't get involved in such matters, but it's possible we could end one of these follies. I could say that we sent you in, and that when you met the beast, it had become feral, that you had to dispose of it.
Well, okay, that's a suggestion, but at the same time that the king finds out...
You would
I
work
don't know.
against your chief's wishes? It would be
Work
trivial
against
for
the
us
king?
Gruts to return the beast to the king.
The king has other things to worry about than playing with his pets. But if you wish to return it, you can do that as well.
Well,
Does
that
the
is something.
Chamberlain like the beast?
The Chamberlain is concerned with beasts of his own, it seems. He spends days at a time at the pen.
Hmm.
I
Interesting.
hate the Chamberlain.
Hold your tongue, insolent fool. He may not be the most liked person in Fairweather, but he is still the king's advisor, and he
Zelfir,
has brought great prosperity to Fairweather
Zelfir grabs only.
in the time of his father's death.
Then the Gruts will work for the king and not for you.
Zelfir
and we
grabs
will
Olymp
think in
and tells
favor.
him to keep his mouth shut for now.
Enough, young Grut. This man does not obey the chief properly.
It's not
The
enough.
Chamberlain
Hold
is
him,
hold
clearly
him.
obfuscating him.
Hush it.
I-
Tell him.
I
Does
go
he
over to help.
speak for all of you?
No, he does
No,
not.
he does not.
Do I have
seems-
a whisper thing? Oh God, I need to whisper something to Olam.
Slash W.
No, I meant as a character, I cast something
Message.
to a
Message?
message to you. Yes, I cast my message and tell you that we can plan on what side we wish to pick at another time. But for now, I think it's wise we just take care of what we're doing now. You know.
Olip grunts and shakes his head and stops talking.
Now,
So,
on with business.
what is it?
Sorry about that.
You seem split. Should you even be called the Gruts if you can't follow one?
He has very strong feelings when it comes to certain things. But, that being said, what would you give us in return for doing this task for you?
If you kill the beast, I'll ensure that nothing comes your way as far as retribution, from the king or otherwise. And a tidy sum of 2,000 gold for you.
Each.
No. I suggest you not ask such things again.
I really want some fine
Should you
garb.
return
sir.
the beast alive, I would still reward you 1,000 gold. That may earn you some extra favor with the king should you ever need his personal assistance later.
One last question. What of the beast do you not like in particular? Simply its nature and shape?
Beast itself, it's just an animal, but it distracts the king from his true necessity within Fairweather.
You would rather have the king your leader tending to duties to the people instead of playing with a beast?
Wouldn't you want such of a leader as well?
Aye, but we Gruts are more competent than you may think. We will rejoin later.
Willem says with a smirk on his face and goes to get up from the table.
What ties does the king have with this beast? Why?
He likes him. He was saying it's his
To
pet.
him, it's merely a pet,
Okay.
a favorite animal.
The guard captain and people don't like the alligator because they find it to be like an unprofessional thing and distracts him. But the king likes it because it's like his pet. And the Chamberlain is seemingly unrelated to it.
Yeah.
Although you only got a quick glimpse of him, the king is human and he appears to be in his early to mid-20s
Handsome.
at the oldest.
Yeah.
With a fat
To
eye
revisit
for animals.
the two perceptions at the beginning were like sizing up of the guard captain and the king. I think it was in that order, but it's your prerogative there.
We'll just keep it that order. The guard captain, you hate the fact that he's wearing armor, trying to protect his squishy bits. And you can't see any weapons, but you feel like he may not need them. As for the king, although young, he was very heavily armed, and the way that he carried himself in that armor was past threatening.
Yeah, I like.
But there was, because you also got the nat 20 on it though, but there seemed to be something more about it than just he's a very strong and capable martial adept.
Well then.
Whatever
Move
side
on.
you decide to choose in this, return to me when the task is done or when you have the beast, and you'll get your reward.
He hands you a small map of Rattlebone Park with a marking on it of where to find the entrance to this area.
Sick. See, guys, we don't need to be afraid of nat ones. More nat ones. That's what I say.
No, let's not promote that.
So, shall we be on our way
Now.
then?
I have more meetings to attend to. The elites will see your way out. Find your way there, and please, just take care of the beast.
Oh, we'll take care.
And Docklin makes his way out the same direction that the king went.
Alright, let's fucking go do this shit.
Zelfir stays far away from Farm Swiss.
All right, so you guys are right at the castle entrance.
Okay.
As we're walking over there, maybe you guys, Gruts. Surely we must return the beast to the king and earn his favor. We will be the tribe of hunters for the settlement.
But he said if we kill the beast, we get 2,000 gold and no punishment for anything that we've done. That includes killing the king's guard orcs and
They weren't guards. They were just hunters.
Or hunters, and also the whole Chamberlain fiasco.
I feel like when he said no repercussions, it was to the specifically to the whole killing of the beast aspect. I didn't take it as a whole blanket amnesty thing.
No, he did. He did mention that, but as
I mean, we're not wanted men right now, so the only thing we would become wanted for was for the beast.
So
sorry, Zelfir, just to clarify that.
My thought would be actually to agree with Olden, far be it for me to do so.
I also agree with Olymp. I'd rather, honestly, 1,000 gold or being able to cash in a favor from a king. I would take the favor from a king because that I feel like can be a lot more worth than 1,000 gold.
I don't think we should hurt the king like that if that's his pet.
Obviously.
Honestly.
Olymp, you've spent some time in marshlands and swamps, correct?
Yes, sir. I think the big biome that I was not near was oceanic and high mountains.
So give me a combination nature survival check.
Yes, sir.
Sophira, I understand your lust for the gold. It can be used to buy many tools. But perhaps our true hunt, the end of our hunt, would have us separating the king from his faithless
I wasn't
advisors.
saying for the gold. I was saying for the fact that if we were in trouble with the Chamberlain because the king is in with the Chamberlain.
Right.
So, Olymp, with your survival, you would know how to describe to the party how to capture the crocodile. But with the nature check, you are unaware of exactly what kind of crocodile you're dealing with.
Boy, I'm going to have to go and find that list of wild shapes that I sent you forever ago. Deep dive time.
I just think that if we were to have favor with the king, then chances are we could get away with what we did with the Chamberlain.
Well, we can tell the king that his main man there wanted to kill his croc.
So,
he seemed to be a bad underling, but not nearly the type of malevolence that the Chamberlain is. It's not always best to mortally punish those who do wrong, unless they cross the threshold.
So everybody give me an insight check real quick.
This is a very difficult decision.
Not difficult for me.
You said
I never told you guys that anything about this campaign was going to be easy. There are going to be moral quandaries everywhere.
4. I'm rolling real good tonight.
All right, everybody except Kit Kat would be able to tell that although Docklin wanted the beast dead, he's doing it in the interest of trying to make the king better for Fairweather.
Right.
He's not trying to cause infighting or difficulty for the king.
Right. And I guess even to so in character,
young Gruts, let me show you the plan I've crafted. We can teach this crocodile to bring the king to pertinent duties of his. It would be as though training a chieftain's monkey to bring him to the hunting ground.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh and break your RP, but
no, I could barely hold it. Yeah, what
that's something right there. About you guys.
Does anybody have? Who has animal handling? Because we're gonna need a fuck ton of that.
Nah, bro. All I gotta do is take a long rest. I'm a druid, daddy.
Oh shit!
I'm a druid.
Wait, do you still need to take a long rest, or you need to do it out of the gate?
Why would you need a long rest?
Because I don't currently. No, I don't have it prepared, but because I'm a druid, I know every druid spell that for level 1 and 2. So I just take a long rest, and then I can communicate with the crocodile and negotiate
with
with
spells. Longstrider has expired, and you have approximately 6.5 hours left with darkness.
Well, but it's a little complicated for me, Gruts, I know, but what do you all think of it? I mean, we could just totally forget about that part and just bring the beast to the king, but
I still am on board with bringing the crocodile back for the king.
I mean, it'd be a bonus if we can train it to.
I mean,
I feel like we make everyone happy with the Gruts.
We can train him to be like a battle gator, and he can bring him into, I don't know.
We will then have favor with the king and his trusted companion.
I think we could try to work with this.
I mean, do we want to take a long rest before we go in?
That's the one thing, yeah. If the party's okay with it, then that means we have to take a long rest, either here or back at the inn.
What time of day is it currently right now, Mitch?
We've gone through about 3 to 4 hours, so we're looking at early afternoon between 2 and 3 o'clock. So assuming a 24-hour day.
Like I say, I'm not totally. I think it's just icing and a crazy idea, so it's kind of up to you guys. Yeah,
But the potential. There's so much potential there.
Yeah, because
what are you gonna do? Turn into.
So it would involve speak with animals. Would be a spell I would use, but I think I could even do better. No, it would just be speak with animals, and then I would be like communicating with it.
Speak with animals and hope that he has really good charisma rolls.
Yeah, right.
Oh. What can I give you to give you good charisma rolls?
Natural intent.
I mean, it could be slightly better. I think I could also use animal friendship in conjunction with speak with animals, so it would kind of be like a little bit better than just the conversation.
Well, we're going to have to cut the metagaming a little short right now. I need a decision from you guys.
Yeah, quickly. Everyone else do 1 or 2, yes or no.
Well, I'm going to do it as a...
One for kill the gator, 2 for try and tame the gator.
But the long rest is what we really got to figure out, whether or not to take a long rest, right?
All right, the keeper lives have it.
Yep, I don't want to kill it.
So then, 1 for go into the underground now, or 2 for take a rest?
Well, I mean, it all hinges on taking a rest. But, although the decision can still be made as we get down there, too, so...
Yeah, right, that's the right.
So, right. I mean, I'm down for a long rest. Doesn't matter to me.
Zelfir, wonderful young hunter. There's an old Grut tribe expression. Everyone, get your totems out. Write this down. It's a mistake to look at your finger when pointing at the moon. It's when you're trying to get something done, you don't want to get distracted and focus on the wrong thing. We just go in there now, get the gator, be amicable to it, and then camp out with it.
I'll feed it sweet meat as I recall the druidic method of speaking with animals, and we can handle it all afterward.
That works with me.
Yeah, let's just put
Sounds
it off
good.
to later.
So, long rest?
Later.
Go in now, right. Go in
Go in
now,
now.
and we'll handle the long rest afterward.
Okay.
All right. So, are we cutting through the park, or are we following the roads?
I'll just cut through the park. Fuck it.
Oh, the park is just a wonderful place. All those wonderful trees.
Kit Kat, as we're going through, I need you to roll me, please, a perception check, an acrobatics check,
Okay,
and a
21.
history check.
Is Kit Kat going to be chasing a ball of yarn in the park?
Nope, even better.
Oh.
Great acrobatics. Let's see. Can you get the trifecta?
Look at these damn bard rolls. Yeah, pretty tip. Makes sense.
All right. 2 out of 3 isn't bad. As you're going through the park, you recognize some of the areas where you had some fun and ran around and climbed up and down trees. And going about, you do exactly that. You manage to keep pace with the rest of the party, jumping up and having a grand old time. And as you're going around, you hear some music off in the distance, and it sounds familiar, but you can't quite place it because you're so distracted. Eventually, you all make it to the entrance to the underground.
That could have been a whole new whip that we missed out on, guys.
Yeah.
And that's fine by me.
No, there's already a flip in this park.
Ooh, I can't see.
The trees were nice and
Yeah, there's a
refreshing.
reason for that. Do not place your own tokens.
Yeah, I
There's
figured,
a specific place you have to start here.
I don't even have the option to do that, so. Oh, holy shit, that's fucking. It's really small. Zoom. This dungeon's gonna be fucking huge.
Oh, there we are.
All right, you guys will have to. Well, I'll wait until Craig comes back because there's a little explanation that has to happen here.
Okay.
He needed his nicotine, didn't he?
Yeah.
Nicotine? Why doesn't he use a vape? Or does he not like it?
I wish he'd just quit.
Oh, I'd wish he quit smoking cigarettes. Yes. That would be nice.
And that sticks.
Drugs are bad, okay?
Okay.
Drugs
Some
bad.
drugs are bad. Some are good.
Well, I was super sleepy, but then I smoked this, and now I'm like, all right, I'm ready to
And
go.
then I got high.
Yeah,
then I
the
got
power of
high.
sativas.
And then I got
Yes.
How did you, have you smoked the garlic mints yet?
Yes, we smoked that last time. That was good. It was
That
good. I like
knocked
this
me
one way
right
better.
out.
Yeah, I don't look for the
Yeah.
ones that would make me sleepy because
No, man.
that helps when I sleep, though. Yeah.
I never feel like I've actually slept in the morning, but that one and the Full Metal Jacket that I got, both of those, like I actually felt like I had slept.
Yeah, I should have smoked those before bed. I knew that looking at them, looking them up.
I
But
can't wait to start fighting.
here, do you want more of this? All right, Craig's back. All right, hurry up, get ready.
Who?
All right.
Yeah.
So descending down into
There's a big
the darkness, you do see that there's a torch in the initial room. As we progress through here,
I'm burning.
I set up these walls so that you guys could see more of the art. Please try to use your best judgment. If it looks like it's something that you need to jump down or traverse in a specific way, try to respect that. I'm not going to be able to keep track of everything. If I see you off in the middle of nowhere, I'm just going to drag you right back to the group. I don't like to usurp control when I don't have to, but just try to be mindful of the things that are on the map.
You did all the lighting custom yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Huge respect, guys. This took
That's
this
my
man,
pain in the dick.
what was it, like 25 minutes to 40 minutes for this map?
Yeah, and well, no, this whole map took me about 2 hours just to do the lighting for,
Yeah.
and then I deleted half of it because I'm like, they're just not going to be able to see any of the map if I leave all that.
Right. So as we're going here, guys,
Gruts, can any of you? I've seen that some of you can see in the dark. Are there any of you that cannot?
Nope.
I feel like all of us can. I think Zelfir's the only one who would maybe not have
Oh, I'm an elf.
dark vision.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are.
okay.
So
All right.
everybody has dark vision.
So I will reapply Longstrider on myself, and I will wild shape into a direwolf.
All right, you have about 5 hours left on your dark vision as well, and that
Yes,
would
sir.
still apply. So Kit Kat and Zelfir, you walk forward down the stairs a little bit, and you see a door in front of you.
Seems to be a door here.
No, I couldn't tell.
It's a door, guys.
I'm gonna check it for traps.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Oh yeah, investigation.
I don't know why it keeps doing that.
You might have something set, but
Yeah, I might. It's all right.
if it keeps doing it for flat rolls, I'm going to take an average of the two.
Yeah, that's fine.
Saphira needs her oh god, what's his name?
Franklin?
Franklin!
Yeah, we need Franklin. Yeah, your young boy. There we go. Now we're complete. Now we're a fighting force. Actually, instead of pacing alongside of Saphira, Olymp will actually pace alongside Franklin every once in a while, like nudging him with his nose and then kind of like pointing at like his Franklin's paws or something as if to like correct him.
All right, so Zelfir, as you're looking about the door, nothing seems out of the ordinary. It seems like just a door.
Shall we go through it then? Zelfir opens the door.
Opening the door into what looks to be a little meal area with some kegs of ale on the southern wall and a table with 2 benches with a meal still half consumed on the table.
Does this seem recent to me? Nope. Poppa left.
No, I'm still here.
Oh.
Yes, Kate, your camera just turned off.
It's probably doing a reload of something.
Just going to do a quick scroll here.
It does seem relatively recent. The food is there still on the table. It hasn't decomposed.
Food seems like it's quite recent.
Well, they did oh god, what the fuck was his name? Vorak?
Vornak?
Yeah, he did say they had to leave in quite a hurry, and I can't imagine it happening too long ago, so it makes sense.
Is there anything special about this room?
It is as described.
Okay.
Olymp will kind of scratch at the next door. Or no, I'm at the wrong side. The door's to the north, isn't it?
Yeah, it's up by where I was standing.
Are you scratching at the door or at the base of the door?
I mean, I guess point of clarification, such as that all of our imaginations are on the same page. How large is a direwolf to you? I think it is...
About 6 foot at the shoulder.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess probably like right close to where Lightning would kind of if they just put their hand out and scratched, 4 foot up or so.
The door swings open.
What is it, Lassie? Timmy fall down the well?
No, look at that. I can open doors now. How many wolves do you guys know who can do that? I'm getting to be like the Velociraptors from Jurassic Park.
Oh God.
Yeah, with the short
Oh,
arms and
wow.
all.
All right, proceeding through, you see the tunnel in front of you has some carved stone for floors and walls with brick-laid U-channels for what appears to be a now defunct sewer.
Seems we have a choice, north or south.
I'd like to stick my schnoz up in the air and do a big old smell of the air. Smelling for like the scent of creatures or whatever, I know we're looking for an amphibian, and I know we're looking for some sort of creature with tentacles.
Reptile.
Reptile, is it? I'm so sorry, thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
You're trying to smell for the crocodile?
Well, just so we're at an intersection, so you know what I mean? Just trying to see if there's anything I can detect that would help us to make a choice here.
With the 15, you smell a little bit of decay of some things, but that could just be the refuse that's sitting in the water that just never fully filtered out. It could be some food further in that has been sitting a little bit longer, or you see cages that are hanging from the ceiling. Maybe there's some bodies in there.
I just look between the party.
I'm gonna see what's up here real quick.
And the jump down into the U-channel, if you guys wanted to do that, it's about 10 feet.
Is that on our right? You were muted for that one.
Yeah, it's on. It's on the
see
right. There's about ankle deep water in the channel.
All right.
What's this? Is this stairs just to the south of Olymp, or is that a grate or something?
That is one of the cages that was mentioned hanging from the ceiling above you.
Gotcha. I'm so sorry. I should have not seen that.
Same with those above and the northern alcove there. You see 5 cages suspended from the ceiling with some bones and entrails hanging down from them. It would appear that this was not just a stronghold or hideaway, that there may have been some more nefarious uses.
At your leisure, can you switch me to dark vision since we're in a dungeon? I'm
Yep,
sorry to be a... No,
No.
I hate to put the work on you.
No, you're right. You cast it.
Same here.
I really, really can't tell you how much I appreciate the work that you put into making it all custom, though. It really enhances my experience, at least. Not to speak for others.
I agree.
Agreed.
Well, it looks like we're going to the east.
How's that?
Perfect. Oh man, I feel like a new wolf.
To the east, down the hallway, you see another closed door.
Olim's gonna scratch on it, about 4 feet up, about human height.
And the door opens.
Olim seems to give out like a little yip of celebration and continues on.
Don't be afraid, guys. If there's a door, you can open it.
Alright.
That's all well and good until the first door trap, and then we're never going to trust you again.
Exactly.
So, all right, everybody pause here just 1 second. I got a quick story that I think you'll all enjoy.
Yeah.
In one homebrew campaign I ran like 10 years ago, there was a NPC goblin for the party whose name was Skurdno. He was a low-level rogue. The rest of the party was like level 6. He was level 2. They didn't trust the door, so they sent Skurdno up to inspect the door. None of them did the checks. They sent Skurdno through the door. Skurdno got hit by a door trap that was sides that came in from each side and a little shink shink. Skurdno, the little level 2 goblin rogue that they had come to love and respect, and everything about him was great, died 84 points of damage.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
3 times the health that he had.
You've never been hated by a party more than that moment.
That was also the dungeon where the paladin died.
Oh, shit.
And then was later resurrected as Death Knight.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, nice.
Skurdno, a.k.a. Hold Door.
Not quite.
Oh.
This was well before Game of Thrones. But, alright, we can continue movement now. Sorry.
No, good story.
Is it another torch, or is that like a fire in the corner? It's a torch.
It is a torch that's hanging off of the wall. A rather large, almost brazier, or brazier-sized torch.
Does 1.5 go to 2 or 1?
Yeah, you're talking about
everything rounds down. Zelfir, stop right there. Everybody halt movement. Zelfir, I need a strength check from you.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
That bad?
Is it just at advantage? Is that what I'm doing?
Essentially, yeah. But you can choose either total. Alright, which total are you choosing, Zelfir?
For my 15.
15 is the total?
Yes.
I see a 12 and a 4.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Where did it? Oh,
It's in the
No, I don't. Oh,
It's in the game log.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time with
It's alright, I just need to know what you'd like to use, the 12 or the 4.
the 12, please. Sorry.
Alright, you are now grappled, and I'm going to ask everyone to roll initiative, please.
Hell yeah.
I've been dreaming of this moment.
I can't wait to fight with the new stuff.
Okay, so that showed up there. I don't know, whatever.
Sorry about that.
Initiative.
Bless you.
I'll take my 13.
Oh, you bastard. What a put off. I'm Conwyn. Get out of here.
Yeah, well, you're not the only one.
Where are you? Oh, Sophia. Oh, we're all slow.
Oh, great. I'm first.
Caught us by surprise.
And that's the joy of what we're facing.
Cool.
Okay, hold on. So now I'm getting analytical. There's a couple of things that are at the forefront of my mind right now. Is this an invisible stalker?
I can neither confirm nor deny any question you have about the monster.
All right, guys, I'm eager. We got to get fighting this bastard.
It rolled very well against all of you, so it's going to have its surprise round, and then we will go to the top of the order again. And it's going to use its action to reveal itself.
It's a mimic.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, literally a
All
fucking
right,
mimic.
Cool.
So that's its surprise round to reveal itself to you. Zelfir, you are still grappled by it. and it is going to make a pseudopod attack against you.
That big, you're gonna get licked.
Ooh.
I like the tongue.
Does a 22 hit you?
Well, yeah, no. I mean,
like
really? That's not even a. Yeah.
That's not a gentle lick. That's like a bitch smack of a lick.
Yeah.
So with your, you would have bumped into it with your arm or your hip or something like that walking against the table. So it reaches out and hits you right square in the stomach, dealing 5 bludgeoning damage to you. And you all do see, although it's more in the shape of a table than a treasure chest, a mimic. Kit Kat, you are up.
Oh boy. All right.
Deal with it.
I'm gonna shoot my crossbow at the mimic. And I don't have to reload, or I don't have to load it. Like I have special abilities now.
Oh,
You
go
picked
with
up
the
the feat?
crossbow expert?
Mm-hmm.
You're a monster.
Very nice.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like it. I like what I see here.
That is sick. That was a really, really
Yeah.
Oh, but no hand crossbow yet. The 17 does in fact hit. Will even give you beat in on one of its eyes, and the bolt goes straight into an eye. Roll me that beautiful piercing damage.
Oh, right. And
I don't have a
you.
hand. I don't have a hand bow.
Yeah, it doesn't apply to the heavy crossbow.
Oh, you. Oh.
Even still, a huge hit from Kit Kat,
Yeah.
seeing Zephyr stuck, aiming around his body and hitting directly in the eye of the mimic.
Was it blind?
It has many eyes.
Oh, I can't even. That changes a lot of things.
It wasn't just.
Sorry. Yeah, that
You don't
changes
need
a
to
lot of
apologize.
things. Yep. I'm gonna have to change that if that's okay.
Again, you guys came right in here with the equipment you have, and but you can do whatever. So if that's it for Kit Kat and Nesker, you're up.
I'm going to create an Eldritch Cannon, a Force Ballista, a tiny one that sits on my shoulder.
Let me get that for you. There you are.
Thank you, thank you.
It will kind of sit right on your token, and it will act on your initiative.
Alright. And so that consumes an action. I'll use my bonus action to attack with said ballista. And I need to roll damage. That is going to be 8 damage.
I did not get an attack roll from you.
Eldritch Cannon does not have a attack roll. It's just
Yeah,
it's
you
up
might
on.
be right. I'm like 90.
Yeah, it's. Hold on. Let me look at this again.
Make a ranged spell attack.
Yeah. So you can just effectively roll a d20, I think is the easiest.
If you go into your spells on your character sheet and then click on spell attack, it'll roll a spell attack from there.
Roll spell attack.
That's the keyword right there. Roll a spell attack. Yeah.
There we go.
Did you hear Poppa with the easy way to? Excellent. You know something, Poppa? You actually taught that to me too. In all my Pippin training, I didn't even know that. I was just.
There's an 11 hit.
An 11 does not hit. So your ballista reeling back on your shoulder. You don't think to cover your ears, so your ears are ringing now, and you see the ball of energy it produces impact on the wall behind the mimic.
Okay.
Zephyr, you are grappled.
So. Can I still cast?
You can technically attack, I believe.
Yeah, and you can do basically the only thing is that you can't, your speed is 0 and you can't get any speed bonuses at all.
There's attack advantage and disadvantage things as well.
Is there?
I believe.
I'm looking. I don't. If you're going RAW here, no,
No, I see.
going RAW. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't mean to be contradictory.
No, it's all good.
Oh
my.
Oh.
All right, Array of Sickness with 20 does hit. Let's see if it makes that save.
There's a debuff on that, isn't there, Zephyr? What does that do if it fails?
It makes the save.
So
is that half damage on hit? I think so because it's a leveled spell.
Yeah. So on a failed save, it is also poison till the end of my next turn.
Still, the ray emanating from your amulet, although it doesn't impact with as much force as you were expecting, and the mimic doesn't react as harshly as you would have wanted, it does close its eyes with a burst of pain washing across it.
And that
Saphira.
Saphira is going to make a longbow attack against the mimic.
You have such hot dice on Saphira.
Excellently aimed. The longbow shot goes directly into the mouth and kind of protrudes out the back of what would have been a table leg otherwise.
And I would also like to make a attack with Franklin, but I don't know how to do that from.
So if you go to your extras, you'll see Giant Badger, and then go to its attack, and makes 2 attacks.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
Cool. So the badger is going to do 1 of each. I just got to move him up first. Hang on. He's going to jump on the table.
The bite wrapping around one of what would have been the table legs and sinking in slightly, dealing the 5 piercing damage. But the claws, it bit a little bit too early, and its claws missing, just raking against the stone floor.
Okay. We're all set.
So I never really asked, but I think maybe you just answered for me. The table is the mimic. Is that what I'm understanding from this? Okay, all right, excellent. So I guess my big ass direwolf self is just going to pounce on the mimic table and bite it. I will try to bite one of its legs off. And furthermore, yeah, I don't have to do any special movement, so I'm just going to go up to it and try to bite it. And I'm going to do that with advantage because of pack tactics. And correct me if Zephyr is not incapacitated right now, right? That's a separate condition than grappled.
Correct, but Franklin's also within 5 feet.
Oh, doy. Wow.
7 and a 7, I'm afraid both attempts are fruitless against the mimic. Getting used to the darkness that would normally flood your vision, you're not quite sure the depth of anything.
Yep, that's it for Yeah, that's it for my turn.
All right, the mimic, seeing that other things are moving against it, is going to turn and strike at the wolf. Turning its amorphous form so that its mouth is pointed towards the wolf, making a bite attack.
Hey, all, I just
16
wanted to
is my
thank you for
AC
being here
currently.
and joining us tonight. It's been
All
awesome.
right. So the
support
bite
is great.
lands true
Thank you.
against your flesh, rending in slightly, dealing 8 piercing damage. And you feel an additional burn as 3 acid damage also licks at the wounds. Mr. Kit Kat.
Yes, yes.
Mr.
I'm gonna load my crossbow because I have to.
No, you don't need to.
Oh.
Crossbow expert works for all
expert,
crossbows. Yep. It's just the bonus action needs to be a hand crossbow.
Oh.
Crossbow expert.
Oh, for that, yes. Yeah, boo.
It's still early yet, but you do have your inspiration if you want it. But as is, the bolt goes wide, sticking into the top of one of the chairs that is just behind the mimic.
Awesome.
Lesker. If you're talking, can't hear you, Nestor.
God damn it, why are my rolls so shitty right now?
Story of my life tonight.
The Eldritch Blast that you're not familiar with, you hold up Noel in front of you, and you have the angle just a little bit wrong for the final strike at the mimic, and it impacts against the floor instead.
Damn it. Alright, I use my bonus action to fire my Eldritch Cannon. And let me go do this thing. You said just roll the spell attack thing, so here's that. What? Oh, my rolls are so bad right now.
Yeah, again, same thing. The cannon, following your lead, sees that you're attacking the floor, and because it's just a mindless automaton, attacks the exact same spot.
Yes, floor is enemy. Good cannon.
Hello, Weirwisp. Welcome to the game. I hope you're having a good time as we are.
That's not what I meant to say. I don't know how the hell I did that.
But Zelfir, it's your turn. You are grappled by the mimic. You can make a check to try and free yourself from it.
Strength, correct?
That's correct, yes. And you do just that. Freeing yourself from the stickiness that the figure of the mimic has, you are now able to move freely. However, that was your action for the turn.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
You're able to move freely now, but that was your action for the turn.
Yeah.
Can you utilize a bonus action at all?
I see. This is where I was getting confused. But can I do Misty Step?
You could.
You could, yes, because you haven't cast a spell this
right. So okay,
round.
As long as I don't cast. So yeah.
And that's no attack of opportunity. Teleportation type spells
Correct.
don't even.
All right, so up to 30 feet into a spot that you can see. Perfect. Saphira.
Saphira is going to make another longbow attack. Big surprise. Oh, sorry, Hunter's Mark first. On the Mimic. Then the longbow attack.
Hitting quite true, dealing 7 piercing damage to the Mimic. You see it reeling back a little bit from the impact of your strike, and then wincing again as additional damage is done from your deftly placed mark.
And Franklin.
This time an opposite, roll your hunter's mark damage too from your item.
Damn, Saphira, I see you with your ranger self.
Your 8-point buck antlers. The special property is that your badger also gets your hunter's mark damage.
Damn, Saphira, I see you.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Okay.
Perfect. So as Franklin swipes at it with its claws, it's, again, not quite coordinated in its movements yet, still learning how to fight alongside you. Its bite missing off to the side, luckily not hitting a limp, as its claws rake against the flesh of the, well, it wouldn't really be flesh, the goo of the Mimic. And you see, again, it wince as additional strength bites true into the Mimic from the claw attack as your Hunter's Mark activates its searing effect, dealing the additional 3 damage.
I think you might have to pick the Hunter's Mark or the Badger, Saphira, not to be an asshole, unless I'm crazy.
Oh, no, you are correct, but it's already done, so we'll leave it for this turn.
Perfect. But that was just a bonus action deal.
Yeah. All right, so Limp, you are up.
I'm gonna try to hit more in character. I would definitely rage after just missing, and now as a raging direwolf, I'll try to bite this thing's leg off again.
Morty is also growling at the Mimic.
He should. I'm glad, man. Morty knows what up. That's a peak alpha hunter.
The bite attack striking true this time, as your teeth sink into its flesh. You can feel it rip or ooze. You feel it ripping away, but it's able to. What's the +2? Oh, yeah,
Rage.
sorry, 11
My
damage. As you try to drag it down, you feel it kind of slipping out away from your teeth, and you're unable to pull it to the ground.
Damn, I was trying to wrestle that table down to the ground. So I guess then I'll use my movement to jump up on top of it, and then my turn.
Jump over top of it, you said?
On it. I mean, it's still in the rough shape of a table, right?
It's not in its object form.
Okay, so now it's like
yeah.
Never mind, then I'll just stay where I was. Sorry, end my turn.
I understand what you're going for, but so the Mimic, feeling that this was a bad decision, tries to revert to its natural defense mechanisms, turning back into a table and remaining motionless.
Yeah, I think the secret's out.
It hit me in the forehead and knocked me back like half a pace when it did so, I reckon.
Yep. And Olymp and Franklin both need to do. It wouldn't have knocked you back. Olymp and Franklin need to do strength checks, please.
Yep. Man, I'm so much better at everything when I'm a wolf, and I still cannot do a strength check for the life of me.
All right, both of you are stuck to this table,
Fuck,
unable to move.
man.
Franklin's like tweaking out.
Kit Kat, it's on you.
Okay. I'm gonna take my crossbow and attack. Ooh.
Whoa.
How do you do this?
So I just draw my
Holy fuck.
crossbow back and it launches at the mimic. It's a table, so I don't know. It just like sticks.
I shoot an arrow into a fucking table, man.
Yeah.
Where's
So
the critical
here's-
I
point?
shot it right
like
in the
a
middle.
bullseye.
Knowing
Yeah,
that
but
it does,
up in-
it's not going to take much. And that the mimic is back in its shape, that it's not going to move at all. You just kind of do a little half-assed, okay, kathunk. It hits right in the center, and you see this table go from a solid mass to an amorphous goo, and then just slide across the floor and dissipate into the cracks.
Oh no. Nice.
All right, so there we go. We had a little combat. Let's take 5 minutes. We can come back and explore some more of this area.
Oh, cool.
S'mores.
Sounds
Cool beginning
great.
to it.
Morty. Puppies.
A little cutie.
Sorry. He really is. You have no idea.
He does. Austin's been at my house.
Poppa,
They
Oh, no.
usually bark it.
Oh,
Oh,
I
I
thought
thought
it was
that was
Paul
Austin.
that said that.
No, it was me that said it.
Oh, okay. I totally thought that was Austin.
Man, I sound like Austin.
I wasn't really
Well,
paying attention. I just knew it was a
kinda.
male voice.
Because your microphone's kind of like weird tonight. It's a little distorted.
It is?
Is it
It's
just me?
faint. It seems faint to me. I don't know.
I don't know why. It shouldn't be.
No, see, it's fine now, but earlier you sounded like you were talking into a can or something. But
Here,
now it's
sing
okay.
into my can.
Oh, you can't do that with cans.
I'll be right back.
I'm a
to get another longer camera because I have
Longer camera?
longer extension. I have two cameras. The one camera that I use for like when we're playing Warzone or anything like that is hooked up to the laptop with Streamlabs. This camera is hooked up so that I can be in here with that, so I can have the camera on in here. But the problem is I can't get it to be in front of me because it's too short. Did you see the way my desk is set up on Discord?
I believe I did.
Yeah, so I don't know. The Logitech didn't really come with a very long cord, so, and it's hooked to the main computer, my desktop.
Yeah, I don't know, Paul. I think you need more monitor.
Oh, there's never enough monitors.
No, there's never enough monitors.
Like literally.
I actually do want one more.
I used to not understand until I started that coding job I did. And the first day, I was like, oh, yeah, give me more monitors. I get it.
Oh, this is why 2 monitors are good. Oh, this is why 3 monitors are good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
That's the thing. Every time you get another monitor, you suddenly have a use for another.
I mean, I only have 2 monitors, and I have the laptop. The laptop carries all the streaming stuff.
Listen, for running D&D, I would love to have 2 more monitors, even just above, 2 smaller ones above my main monitor.
Yeah, definitely. They come in handy for sure, especially like when I'm doing my designing and everything. It's always nice to have that second.
Right, your work platform and then like a Google window or whatever. Yeah.
It was always, for me, when I was working with GE, I'd have Unigraphics on one screen doing all my modeling, and then my second screen would be YouTube or something like that.
Right.
Or whatever help article I needed at the time for whatever function I was trying to do. Just so you could go step by step. Oh, that's what this does here, instead of having to go back and forth and wait for the re-render every single time.
There's one thing I hated at my last gig. I didn't have access to YouTube, and there were so many different little arguments I had with management. It wasn't even worth bringing up, but it's like obviously YouTube is a tremendous help for producing like almost anything.
Need a quick tutorial? Go to YouTube.
Yeah, it's not to say, I mean, let's be real. You can learn anything just through text on the internet, the way things are currently, right? But so too, YouTube can cut through the mire of figuring out the text sometimes.
There's a WikiHow with weird stock images for everything.
Yeah, right.
I get free stock images through having Adobe, the cloud, because I subscribe to all the cloud stuff, everything. So
you get nice stock stuff that doesn't have like fucking stock written all over it.
Yep. You can find it without it. You just got to know where to look. I used to find it all the time. So.
Oh, I can't see
I
anybody.
think Nesker has become a mimic.
He's one with the chair.
Beskar!
Broseph, you okay?
He looked like he was sleeping. That's
I just
for sure.
sounded like fucking Riley from
No,
Call
I
Me
heard-
Chris.
I just heard Nesker. I had
Okay.
one headphone on and one off. I was looking at
My
phone.
man is taking a short rest. Get off his
Yeah, he was.
balls.
The short rest is over. It's time to go through this dungeon now.
Righty, let's frickin' do it then.
All right. Well, that
Uh-oh,
was
Lily has her
fun.
green stick.
whoa.
Whoa, hey, no, not
That's
on
my
camera.
favorite
Hey,
color.
no,
Not
that's
on
purple.
camera.
All right.
I'm actually
So,
Yeah.
It matches his kilt.
No.
the party has now encountered one creature with tentacles and teeth, thinking maybe this could have been what they were talking about.
I doubt it. Hashtag doubt.
But no sign of any crocodile.
There's a door.
Mm.
That's my cannon. Cannon and me goes together. There we go.
Oops, sorry, that was like right in the microphone.
I'm gonna open the door.
And
can
thusly
almost
so, the
smell that.
door opens,
Terrible.
revealing another similar hallway.
Spooky.
To the north, you see some more kegs and barrels and storage boxes, some wine over in the corner, and another ankle-deep channel of water.
There's the milk.
How much of a drop is it from right here down here, Mitch?
It's about 10 feet.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'm seeing a room off to our east. Should we want to check that out first, guys?
Are these chests?
Barrels.
Oh, they're barrels.
they're
barrels.
They're barrels.
Yeah.
No, sorry, you just said that.
So, if I recall correctly from our previous conversations on long jumps, I am going to back up I'll back up to here, and then I'll make a running long jump across, and I think I land here. I get 17. I get my strength total. Is that correct?
Strength total, yes.
If you
Right. So
go
currently,
just a bit more south, there's a
So
bridge.
currently you are Mufasa-ing on the side of the U channel. Not quite able to claw your way up the side. So give me an athletics check.
that's strength based, certainly, right?
Is that a bridge or
Yes.
is that a giant grate?
It's like wood coming up. Oh, this down there.
You fall down into the muck.
God damn it.
Kit Kat. Can he pass naturally? Because he's like agile, you know.
You can try running over the.
Your running long
Olymp
jump is 10
French.
feet.
There was a bridge.
Olymp looks up a little bit forlornly at the wolf. And I don't really remember how high jumps work.
What are these?
It's a U channel, so a half
Ah.
pipe. So you would be able to kind of get a running start and have somebody grab you if you wanted to get out of it that way.
That's
I'll help him.
I thought it would be more fun just to scurry across those, but I guess that's not how that's going to work.
No, those are floor to ceiling.
Oh, okay.
Bars?
Yep, bars.
Gotcha. I'll be running into them.
So I can.
Oh,
Okay,
you seem to have
so-
fallen.
As we discussed, I'm a big dire wolf, so like on my hindquarters, I'm certainly like longer than 6 foot. You would describe this as a 10-foot thing? Is that
A
accurate?
10-foot wall. You would be like just a few inches short of being able to reach it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna move to the north 10 foot and do like 10 foot running long high jump, which my understanding gets me my strength modifier, which in conjunction with my height, I think my paws are on the edge again.
You have multiple people who are reaching down to help you, so yes, you make your way back up on the other side. but you are covered in filth water. It's not actual fecal matter, but there's definitely urine and other decaying things in it.
Right up your
Let me
alley.
get this straight. We saw
So
Olymp
he's gonna smell great again.
I
Awesome.
go over
He took a
towards
shower.
hearing and understanding that. I go over towards Zelfir, and as a dog would do, I shake myself up.
Zelfir turns around and starts to pee on his leg again.
All right.
Oh dear.
No different than how he is already.
Boys.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm walking this way.
All right.
Is this a door? Oh, okay, now it's open.
Oh, archway.
Can I
didn't
search
make
the
all the
table
doors.
for
Oh,
intel?
stop moving.
Oh.
I can
Oh.
predict what's gonna happen here, boys.
Am I rolling a
Nesker,
strength check?
check, please.
Yeah.
Mimic.
I don't know. Well, you see a big globe there near some stairs, don't you?
Mimic.
All right, Nesker, you
I'm
are
grappled.
now grappled.
Mimic.
Oh,
And I need
fucking
everybody
mimic.
to roll
okay.
initiative.
Are we in the lair of the mimics?
Not a mimic.
Oh, come on! Jesus.
Oh, that one sucks.
You know,
Oh,
Nesker,
that's
I gotta
alright.
be
It's
honest.
half.
Rolling in roll 20 kind of does suck.
Oh,
So
no.
I would roll in
The
D&D
roll
Beyond.
20 dice are rigged, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing.
Roll-
How do I do that?
Do you have the Beyond
if-
20?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Nesker, on you, that little rectangular bar in the top left, the second icon from the bottom looks really confusing, but it's just dice. So if you would prefer to roll from that, you can just hover over that second from the bottom icon and then go down to D20 and click the D20, for instance, and that's an easy, cheap way of rolling a D20 on roll 20.
You might have to go through your settings, Nesker, at some point and see
Yeah, because I have it.
because you can use it strictly for D&D Beyond.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. I'll just keep getting my
Yeah,
shitty
yeah.
rolls for now.
I need Nesker's. Oh, there it is. Never mind. I see it.
Yeah, my solid 6.
Oh, dude, you're a
Saphira
speed
with
demon.
Listen, Nesker, you should watch our Wednesday game and see what Con rolls on the regular.
Yeah, that's definitely on a
What's your
regular
dexterity, sir?
13.
Hey, you got above 10 once.
One.
A couple times, and it felt so wrong.
Unholy.
All right, it did not roll as well this time. However, it does have the surprise round on you. And can you guess what it's doing for its first round?
It's gonna fucking lick me.
Oops. What happened to the initiative?
It
Oh.
can't do that. It can reveal itself, though,
Yeah, it's gonna reveal itself.
as the table mimic. Well, desk mimic.
Look, it's another.
Oh, I see.
table.
Sorry.
And now, top of the order, Saphira.
Okay. Well, Saphira's gonna move forward and make a longbow attack.
Hitting true for the 7 piercing damage.
Okay, and then Franklin gonna go up there.
Both hitting for another 11 damage. The mimic reacting horribly, screeching and letting out a cry of pain. Zelfir.
You see Zalfir's hands kind of start get coated with ice as he casts Chill Touch.
Yeah, that'll hit. Go ahead and give me that damage.
Not much.
You still see its eyes wince a little bit as it takes the full brunt of the attack.
And that is my...
Kit Kat.
All right, let's see if I can get another bullseye here. Kit Kat rolls a 21.
It's definitely a hit, not quite a bullseye.
No.
Oh, but for strong 13 damage.
Nice.
The mimic attached to Nesker makes a bite attack against him. Swiveling its teeth around, cutting deep into your side with its teeth, dealing 9 piercing and 2 acid damage as they pull across your skin and try to tear you open.
Fucking ow.
But it's your turn to respond.
And opposed strength check to try to break the grapple, I'm assuming?
If that's what you like to do for your action, yes. You can remain grappled and just stay there.
Well, yeah, but I can't fight while grappled, can I?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, I can? Oh.
It just makes
It's
it
just
so
your
you can't
movement is 0.
Oh, gotcha. I thought it halted all attacks. Okay.
The mimic is not looking well. It doesn't hold its shape very well, and it's kind of undulating between full size and a little pile of ooze.
Alrighty. I am going to use one of my new spells. I'm going to hit it with Hellish Rebuke. It needs to make a DC save.
Well,
You
that's a
make it a
reaction, so you'll still have your action.
I can't cast Hellish Rebuke. Oh, yeah, I can. Oh.
You can use it in response to the attack that you took.
Oh, then I will definitely do that. So it needs to make a dex save of 11.
It's like anytime something hits you, you can choose to use Hellish Rebuke, but you can only use it once in
Per
between
turn,
your...
yeah.
Yes, right.
Alright, so it made the save, but I'm guessing it still takes half damage, so
Yep.
go ahead and give me that damage.
So it takes 5. I'm assuming it's rounded down.
Is yours cold or fire? Fire, alright. So, I'm thinking armor, I get this to that. Hellish Rebuke, it bites into your skin, and your eyes just burst into a quick flame, lashing as actual flames produce around your wounds, stinging back at the creature. And now you still have your action and bonus action.
Yep. So, if I use Hellish Rebuke as a reaction, still you consume the spell slot, correct?
Correct.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay.
Unless you're using your racial.
No, I'm not.
It's probably accurate in saying that, Mitch.
It would be racial.
1 per long rest free.
Where are you even seeing Hellish Rebuke? I do not see it anywhere on your sheet.
First level spell. Mage, Initiate, Warlock.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It's weird that it doesn't show up in the spells.
No. You have Eldritch Blast, Soul the Dead,
Hellish
and
Resistance.
Refresh my page. I've had it like this since the beginning of the section.
Nope. Oh, alright, there it is. Cool. Kosher. Go to it.
Alright. I am going to... Actually, you know what? Fuck it. If I'm right on top of it, I'm gonna hit it with my Cold Blade.
It does take your spell slot where we were.
Yeah,
wrong.
I figured. I used it. God damn, bro. Why am I roll so ass?
Yeah, your blade not finding any purchase. It just kind of slides through the ooze, but doesn't do any damage.
Oh, you know what it is, Nesker? You can
cast it at its lowest level once per day, but it still consumes the slot.
Right.
Gotcha. Alright, and... Alright, if I can't do that, then I'm gonna fucking... Bonus action, Eldritch Cannon. Where the fuck is
Give me that
this
spell attack.
thing? Yep.
Come on, cat.
That just worked. Hey, there we go.
Yeah, give me that damage. 2d8.
Crystal's dick is bothering her.
I'm not doing nothing.
The other
I'm
dick.
just trying to find the right thing. There it is.
Get off my ass, Saphira. God.
War damage.
This time, the force damage slamming into the creature, you see it turn into more of a puddle than it already was. Olymp.
Oh wait, hold on. Wait, hold a second.
Hold it.
So it's force damage and it pushes the creature back up to 5 feet. Does that mean does that mean it gets rid of the grapple?
It's a pretty damn good question.
It would, yes.
Hey.
Are we gonna say that that's anything with pushback, or are we gonna do it case by case basis?
It's actually in the grapple mechanic. I just read it, otherwise I wouldn't have had that answer.
Beautiful.
Anything that forces movement breaks the grapple.
Perfect.
Hey.
Yeah, so especially now seeing my comrade free, I'm just gonna run up and am I gonna do this with advantage? I mean, I'm gonna do it no matter, but is Franklin adjacent?
It's still technically advantage, yes.
Okay, good deal. Good deal. I'm so
good thing.
Good fucking thing.
Making the strength save, it does not get pulled down to the ground, but you can see that there's very little fight left in this mimic.
The party sees Olymp unsuccessfully trying to wrestle a table to the ground, a table-like creature.
That keeps changing back and forth between a table and a blob.
That's why it's hard to wrestle.
Saphira.
Surprise, surprise. Saphira is gonna do Hunter's Mark. Or actually, no, I'm not gonna bother with that. I'm just gonna make a longbow attack.
I think you're smart.
Just hitting, the arrow finds purchase in the last remaining inklings of this mimic's existence, and it falls, just like the other, to the floor in a puddle and seeping through the cracks in the ground.
Nice.
Saphira puts their hand out to Kit Kat for a fist bump.
Kit Kat fist bumps back.
Wolf form, Olymp would like to investigate the room. I mean, I have Olymp's mind, the body of a dire wolf, and I can't communicate very well.
Go ahead and sniff about.
So that'll be my investigation.
Although not very high, you are sniffing does tell you that the wine that's in these bottles has seen better years. There's a very sour note to it all.
Ew.
Olymp kind of shakes his head and starts to walk away.
Coming down the stairs, you find yourselves in another small, empty room with a path. I know it's hard to see with the artwork. There's a path cutting through the wall into a side U-channel that is devoid of any refuse or water.
Down in the south east is the path cutting through the wall you're talking about? Oh no, on the
Right there.
Okay, got it.
Imagine that wall is just like a big arch leading into this tunnel here. The door to the southeast, if you look through, you can see just another empty room with a hallway that leads out down south. And then the southwest of the room by the torch, you see a door to a small room.
Olymp points his nose towards the big tunnel and looks around the group.
Big tunnel it is? Question mark.
You
Big
got
tunnel.
three
Let's go.
options right now.
Sure,
You got
yeah.
big tunnel, you got small door, and you got
Big
room
tunnel.
to the south. Big
I'll
tunnel
just
it
go
is.
big
All right.
tunnel.
Well, hold up. Everybody stop
Okay.
where Nesker
Oh,
is.
drop down.
There are drops down. So wherever you see one of those little shadow barriers, that's a 10-foot drop down.
Oh.
I'm gonna sit on my butt and scooch off the ledge.
All right, so you are descending down, down, down.
Down, doobie, down,
Do
down.
I still have?
Saphira follows suit.
Okay.
Yes. Just
As you round the corner, you see some beds that are set up at the bottom of the tunnel. Not really fit for anyone to sleep in, but you can see that there are indentations where people had used them as places to rest.
I'd like to look for the packet of information that we were sent here for.
All right. Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Oh, this shouldn't be with advantage. Oh.
Even still, overturning all of these small sleeping bag style beds, you find nothing.
Okay.
I descend down the wall.
Everybody give me a perception check. Olymp, if you have advantage for smelling or hearing, give me an advantage.
I'm gonna suck start a fucking shotgun. Oh my god, my rolls are so bad tonight. Holy shit.
Olymp and Saphira, as you continue heading down the hallway, descending down the small drops and passing more and more beds, a familiar smell of the rank waters washes upon you, as well as something a little bit more rotten, something that you've smelled previously.
Quick aside, my passive perception is 14, so should I just use that instead?
Nope, there's a reason I asked for active.
Okay.
I should use passive perception more, but I just prefer giving perception checks when it suits.
All right, no problem. Just thought I'd ask.
Olymp, you're not sure where, you just recognize that it's something you smelled recently.
Okay. Is anybody going to do anything here? Are we carrying on? I mean, Olymp, of course, doesn't ask this, but I mean, Olymp just kind of starts pacing forward.
Then shut up and move.
Well, I mean, I don't, if anybody wants to do anything, I'm not trying to.
I'm kidding.
So off to the west, you see up a 10-foot jump a platform of some sort.
Olymp, you want to try jumping this one, do you?
Olymp is just going to make a high jump, which we know gets my claws up there, and then what is it? Athletics to finish the job?
Athletics or strength, yeah.
Okay, strength. Yep.
Go ahead and roll it at advantage because you are on the U channel.
And
it's a
I
warped
feel like
wall.
I feel like Longstrider should help a little bit with jumping, but I get it.
Mitch, would you allow me just to kind of go right there?
Just
No, but you could go from here to there.
But that's 5 feet of movement. I could just phase through the wall, man. Come on. No, I'll drop down.
Yeah. Olymp finds himself up on the platform. And up there he sees cracks in the wall, but not much else. It is an empty platform.
Okay, so it's literally just the platform.
Yep.
And before it gets attacked by nothing.
Okay.
Listen, not everything is a full secret.
There was definitely like at least 2 or 3 secrets up there that I missed, though, right?
Oh, it could be.
Son of a bitch.
Not
It
worth
climbs up the wall.
Pause movement.
No.
Oh, good. Zalfir was the furthest. Now what?
Oh, and you have like an open cell door down there or something.
Everyone give me one more perception check.
I see water. I think crocodile. Damn it.
You don't think nothing.
Nah, Zalfir. Nesker's brain dead right now.
Olymp and Zalfir. From the east, you hear little chirping and squeaking sounds, and I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Don't make us fight it.
Jeez, is that a swarm of rats? That's pretty funny.
If it is, I'm pulling out AoE bullshit and just murdering a bunch of shit at the same time.
Oh my god, I'm Conwyn tonight. What is happening right now?
It is a swarm of rats. Jesus.
Wow, and that one. Awesome.
What is happening? Here, you know what? I'm using my inspiration on
You have
that.
a
No, it's
+4
not.
initiative though.
We're not doing.
Yeah, we're almost done. How long? Yeah.
You got about 40 minutes.
How long does inspiration last? Only
until the end of the session.
All right, I'm gonna use my inspiration on that one.
Yeah, screw that.
Not gonna be last.
Mitch, real quick, did you look into my Artificerkin? Am I allowed to change its forms at will or no?
If you're not first, you're last, Ricky Bobby.
You're not, no.
Okay.
I was high. I don't know. I was.
Hey,
once it's created, it stays.
Okay. Where is my art? Did I leave it behind earlier in the dungeon?
You might have.
I don't see it.
It's way up where you fought the last magic is where you left it.
I can't see it.
It's there. You can't see it because there's no light. You'd have to go You'd have to go all the way back up to see the token. Yes.
So you do all, in fact, see a swarm of rats in the east hallway. And that is what you see.
Those are
there you go, Zalfir.
Dead.
Oh. Gross.
So, Kit Kat, you're up.
All right, I am gonna move down. Are we up? Is this Is there a ledge here or something?
Nope, this is all essentially
even. Right, I'm gonna take my crossbow and draw it and shoot it at the rats.
It's going to be at disadvantage currently. due to its location. The swarm is practically underwater.
Okay. That's all right.
Beautiful hit. Go ahead, give me that damage. Excellent. Somehow
Alright.
managing to hit 2 of the rats at once. Saphira.
Saphira is going to move up. And also make a bow attack on the swarm of rats.
Hitting.
Oh, I'm a fool.
And I'm not gonna subject Franklin to nasty water, so I'm all set.
Oh, why would you put that out there, Saphira? I'm gonna get poisoned now, and I didn't even think about that.
Olymp.
So, I would like to use my movement to very gracefully run by Nesker and then like wall run like a badass until I'm even with the swarm of rats and then like jump off the wall like a badass into them and
Okay.
make a bite attack. Would you like any rolls before the bite roll?
Nope, that all is quite reasonable, actually.
Yeah, so I'm like dive bombing them.
Unga bunga.
It actually, I guess, makes mechanical sense for the effect of this attack. Like, if I'm jumping in them, if they do fail the DC, it kind of makes it a bit explainable.
I need to remember what they were at. Hold on one second, guys. I gotta backtrack a couple damages. Okay. So Olymp and the rats are now in the same.
On the wrong thing.
That is entirely up to you to figure out, Zephyr. And no save required, Olymp. As you go and try and pull one down, the one that you bit dies, and there's nothing else for you to pull down to the ground. Toll the Dead is
I didn't mean to roll it.
Wisdom? Or are you not casting that?
I didn't mean to roll it. I was clicking on stuff and accidentally hit the thing. I don't know how to cancel the dice.
Oh, alright. Well, it's your turn, so what would you like to do, sir?
I am going to... If I hit this swarm of rats with my cold blade, is it going to mark all of them? Or is like the swarm of rats one cohesive?
The swarm is one unit.
Okay. I'm going to hit it with my cold blade. So I'm going to move up right here and swing at it. Does a 9 hit?
I'm afraid not. You go to try and bring your dagger down into the swarm, and they just kind of run around your hands, avoiding the blow.
Okay, well, fuck you, Force Ballista. As my bonus action.
Give me that spell attack.
Yep. I just have to keep finding it. I always forget where it is. Please just be a good roll, for fuck's sake.
+5 is a good modifier.
That's a good enough roll that you can roll me that damage.
Yeah. Again, me having to find the damn thing. Come on, it keeps, like, moving on me. I have to switch back and forth between tabs constantly. It's hella annoying. There we go. 9 damage.
All right.
And it gets punted 15 feet away, so it's against that wall or there.
It does not actually.
Oh.
And
Oh, it's only 5 feet away. The push. It's 15 feet. It can walk.
all right. It's because it's multiple things. Your force cannon hits one of them, and that's gone. The thing that it would have pushed is dead.
Oh.
Imagine it is 36 individual rats.
Oh, so it's not like all bundled as one, so like the one fucking cannon
Correct.
shot would not be big enough. Gotcha.
All right, Zolfir.
As much as I want these guys as summonable thing, I just at the moment it escapes me on what I could do for that, so I'm just gonna attack them.
Well, hold on. Give me a nature check. You would hazard that because of the type of creature it is, a swarm, you could use your backpack as an effective enough container for one of the rats.
Oh, Pokeball. Just fucking Pokeball it, man.
Essentially.
I throw a Pokeball at it. Do I capture it?
So you would have to get up next to it for one.
I like the confidence. That was very good.
For two, make me an improvised weapon check. So roll me a d20 and add your proficiency to it.
With proficiency, my spell attack? No.
Don't roll me a d20
Yeah.
and add 2 to it.
Yell at me if I need it.
So 15.
Perfect. You managed to catch one of the rats in your bag. And your bag is a sturdy enough leather that it will not chew through.
Okay.
Olymp is in the rats.
So, well, actually, seeing as I didn't really cast a spell,
It's your action to capture the rat.
But can I still use my bonus action to Misty Step away?
You can if you really want to, yes.
Oh, no, I can't. Never mind. I cannot. So I'm good. Sorry. I cannot use it.
Crystal, would you mind doing me a favor and rolling a Constitution check for him from his computer if you're able?
Yep. Constitution check.
Oh, you rock.
You got to do it.
Oh, you didn't know where the extra
Coming out as I was.
rock. I appreciate you.
Alright, just enough. You take 1 piercing damage from the rat's bites and 4 necrotic damage.
Like when you tell me numbers, they're just raw numbers, right?
Correct.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Kit Kat.
Mm-hmm. Kit Kat draws her crossbow.
Craig, I know you stepped away. Olymp would have seen this. Zelfir has captured one of the rats in his backpack.
Yeah, I saw. I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
This is still disadvantage, right? Or
Yes, even more so because Olymp is right there.
oh boy, what are you doing there, Olymp?
Wrestling with a swarm of rats, I guess.
That's kind of how swarms work. The 22 does in fact hit one of the rats, or many of the rats. We'll see. Give me that damage. Takes out 4 of the rats in an unusual ricochet off the floor.
Okay.
Okay, so Saphir is going to do the same and make a bow attack.
$13 enough to hit. You see the rats start to scatter a little bit more. They're getting much fewer in number.
And that'll be it.
Olymp.
Wish we had a fireball.
So I would guess the answer, but currently being a large creature surrounded by a swarm of rats, could I just try like rolling around as an improvised AoE?
As an improvised attack, yes, you'll do 1d4 plus your strength modifier.
Okay, so I should start with a roll d20, is that right? And
Yep, add your proficiency.
18 to hit?
Perfect.
Okay,
so go
then
ahead, give me 1d4 plus your strength.
plus 3 to what? Oh, 7.
All right. 7 bludgeoning damage as you roll over top of multiple rats, squishing them with your weight.
Nice.
You hear bones cracking and little squelching sounds underneath you.
Excellent.
Nesker.
Yeah. Alright, we are going to... 5, 10... So, the only way they take an attack of opportunity on me is if I actively try to disengage from them, right? Like, can I still move around them?
You can move in the immediate box around them, yes.
So, like, I can move, like, right here, and I'd be fine?
Correct.
But if I went over here, I'd be SOL.
They would have the opportunity
They would have
to...
the attack
Okay.
on you, yes.
Alright, let me just double check something real quick.
I'm starting to realize how fucked I am when you guys get fireball.
It's not so fun being in melee, is it, Craig?
Don't worry, I'll heal you.
Okay, you know, I am gonna let them take an attack of opportunity on me just to back up a little bit more.
What's your AC?
12.
You take 4 piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh shit. There's the con. Which is a 4. God damn. I am poisoned, probably.
Even worse. You take an additional 9 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh, shit.
I got lucky on my bite.
Okay, so that brings me down to 3 HP.
If I had not modified these, it would have been even worse.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Okay, now that I'm not gonna fucking hurt Zelfir, I'm going to cast Thunderwave. They need to make a Constitution save of 13.
Hey. That's a leveled spell, right? That's not a cantrip?
Correct, that is
Yeah,
a level
it's a
spell.
leveled spell. Yeah, okay.
15. Zelfir would still be hitting that.
Okay, would you like me to back up another square? I did the math wrong.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't pull the next room. I've seen this happen in too many dungeons.
What was the constitution they needed to make?
13, I think he said.
Meets it, beats it.
Alright, so they take half?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
As a rule of thumb, for almost every leveled spell, it's
They
like
take
that.
5 damage.
Olymp as well.
Oh, you're...
There's no possible way that that could have been avoided, and moreover...
I didn't even see
you'll-
you on top of them. Holy shit.
Yeah, you'll see as we play, like, this is kind of my role. I'm meant to soak damage, so don't sweat it too much.
You see the final rat disappear in a puff of thunderous smoke, the bones shattering into fine dust.
Oh, that's why their HP wasn't changing, because I was looking at Olimp's HP. I'm like, how fucking tanky are these things? We hit this thing how many times and it still has full HP?
They are immortal.
Alright, now that's it. Can someone please do some magical bee boop on me and heal me up?
Sure thing.
If I use Cure Wound Drain, I'm gonna use up my final spell slot.
I can be on your leg.
Magical Beboo Bop?
Yeah.
I gotcha.
I could definitely pee on your leg.
Okay, Zephyr, I don't think that would help anything at this point. Except for maybe kill me with infection.
I was taught by the Grut.
How bad are you? I'm sorry. Where are you?
He's fucked. He's
I'm
too.
at 3 HP.
Oh, okay. So you want like a lot of healing.
If need be, I'll cast Cure Wounds
Yes,
and use my
I
final spell
will
slot.
cast Healing Word 2nd level on Nisker.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
And this is how I
Oh,
do this.
so
right?
you need a
Yep,
lot of
okay.
healing.
Yeah. They did, what was it? They did 9. I was at.
Well, a pretty hefty hit from the Mimic as well.
Yeah.
Get 8 healing.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
No, okay, not 311. Come on.
Why didn't it use like?
There we go.
I thought that.
Yeah, it'll misbehave sometimes. It's always,
Okay.
as a new spellcaster, it's worth it to double check that your slots are right after you cast a spell, because
Yeah.
depending on what button you push, it might not auto mark it.
I think it's smart for me to try to save my slots for healing people. So I don't generally have much for attacks.
Yeah, I can't wait till level 5 because that's when all my spells get stronger.
You bastards get your 3rd level slots, and oof.
I just want to be able to heal and cure you guys.
Fuck. Do I
Kit Kat kind of swaying as he says it.
consume my last spell slot to heal myself even more? Because I can get one shot right now by basically anything in this dungeon.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to. I could cure you again.
Nah, I'll do it. I'm fine. I can still do a decent amount of damage with my cantrips and my Eldritch Cannon. I'm going to use my Cure Wounds on myself.
I will say this for you all, and I'm sure you can see it based on the Fog of War that's available. My maps are 2 size for the maps. So you've cleared approximately, we'll say 20 to 30% of this dungeon. And you were not given a timetable by either of your quest givers.
Oh, okay. So we have as much time as we need to clear this shit.
Also, I did pick up my arrows. Did I get all of them back, or?
Every time we have a battle, it is assumed that you automatically collect any arrows that you can, and you recover 50% of the arrows that you used.
Okay. Oh boy.
Alright. I fixed myself up a decent bit. I regained 10 HP. Whoop! The fuck was that?
Alright, so where are we headed to, party?
Do we want to venture up?
I mean, I think that makes as sense as anything else.
Great, let's do it then.
Zelf, is that what you were going to say too?
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say let's head north here.
I think Zelf is a little busy wrestling his packed rat.
I have a feeling the alligator might be in here.
Wait, oh, hold on. I missed out on that part. How did you grab a rat?
He
I
pokeballed.
pokeballed it.
Yeah.
As we go along, Olymp does
Yeah, he totally
continue
pokeballed.
casting you deep looks.
I have a good
Because otherwise,
explanation. If it
draw
doesn't come
the
up
hunt.
As you round the
Fuck
corner,
all gate.
you reach a closed grate that you can swim under, and on the other side of it, you see a deep, fathomless pit filled with water. This must be the deeper portions that Vornak was alluding to. But other than that, you see nothing else.
Man,
What's the
Level-
call, gang?
as a meta thing, but perhaps to expedite things, I'm almost fully convinced that there's no tool that any of us currently has that lets us explore deep water. So I don't even think it's really.
My name
Do
is
we-
not
we-
Slither.
Can we see
Yeah.
properly? Like all there is in that room is just this pool of water.
You can see the pool of water, the brick and stone that surrounds the cylindrical chasm, and you can see approximately 15 feet down into the murk.
Can I do a perception check to look for Crocodile Boy?
You do not see him.
Damn it.
No perception check necessary.
Damn it.
Kind of sensing what Nesker was thinking about. I guess I'll take out a pound of elk meat and toss it in the water and give out crocodile calls. Or no, I won't. No, I won't. I'm so sorry. No,
I would love to know how you're accomplishing that.
Yeah, no, no, it's not. Yeah, no, it's not worth it for me to revert. Sorry about that. I mean, I could, but it's not worth it. I don't think.
Maybe we
As
should
is,
just
you
head
only
the other way
have
for now.
approximately a half hour left on your wild shape and long strider.
Roger, Dodger.
Yeah. So,
Maybe we should
turn around.
to explore further down the other way for now.
I agree with Zephyr.
Pardon any yawning or eye rubbing, guys. It's been a very long day.
It's been
Yeah,
a
it's
long
all right.
day,
I'm right
dude.
there.
Been
Yeah,
a
this
long
week's
week.
been
For real.
a week.
Actually, gauging the time and where we're at, this is a pretty good
Good spot.
spot to stop. So I'll just have you guys come to this door with the beds by it, and then we will call it for tonight and continue on next week.
Question. Would you let us rest at these beds?
Well,
Is that
yeah,
an
right. I was just maybe friends. This Olymp will revert. Friends. This seems to be a clear end, and there's some bedrolls here. We could bring them up near the gate and be barricaded, perhaps in safety for rest.
Is there anyone that does not?
Or
need
even
to
not
sleep?
necessarily all the way to the gate. You could just set up on this platform here.
Oh, fucking brilliant! I would vote
Hell
yes
yeah.
to that. You
Yeah,
Yeah,
guys?
let's
yeah,
do it
yeah,
up.
no, for sure.
So
That way a bunch of rats don't come and fucking eat our asses while we're asleep.
Yeah, I just climb up.
That sounds bad, Nesker. I mean, like,
Yeah, a rat eating your ass would not be fun.
but I
Should we shut that gate anyway? I don't know. I'm sure we can hear it open if somebody tries to open it.
as long as
Well, what-
as long as nobody snores, I just have a feeling that the grut may.
Olymp will scatter out, not responding to Zelfir, but casting him a stormy glance. Will busy himself putting 8 units of caltrips out, a layer at the top ledge, a layer at the bottom ledge. Once we get all set up in there,
Hey,
and go to bed.
hey, Mitch, you got like 2 minutes after this to drop down to another channel.
Yeah, of course. what we're going to do, but we'll take care of that next time to see how this long rest goes. So don't take it just yet. We're going to have to set up watches because you are not in a necessarily safe place.
Oh, okay.
But we will do that next time. Thank you, everybody. I hope
Thank
you had a
you,
good
good
time
sir.
tonight.
Always have a good
Yeah.
time.
That is a
I
great
Have
time.
fun.
always love this. Always love it.
And
I
thanks
would have had a better
everybody
time if my
too.
rolls weren't dog shit.
I think we were all hella tired tonight, so it's
Yeah.
good we all
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
through her.
It was still fun.
Thank you for chugging through it, guys.
Friendly and fun.
Hope you feel better, Mitch, as the week
Yeah.
goes on. Take care,
All right,
guys.
thank you.
Have a
Take it
good
I'll
easy.
be
night.
down on the other channel.
Yeah.
Y'all fucking yeet.
Oh, where am I?
Hello, sir.
So, here's my thing. So, I didn't. Let's play it. Well, maybe play it as becoming a necromancer wasn't something that I was really. It's not something that I wanted to do. It was more something I had to do. We all know that I was doing things for the Chamberlain. So the reason why things happened the way they did was because I had to do things for the Chamberlain. And the reason I wound up in that situation where we were in the jail was because at one point I had to refuse to do things for him.
Okay, I can take that as an acceptable retcon.
So, you know, my like this whole thing with Olymp, which I know is going to come to a head at some point. And I've been thinking about actually this whole session. I've been thinking about, you know, what I would say or what I would, you know, and like I said, my thought is just that, you know, I was basically forced into the service of becoming a necromancer because of what I was doing and what I had to do for the Chamberlain, that he had something hanging over my head or something that made it that way. You know what I mean?
I mean, from the outside looking in, that seems like a perfectly acceptable reason behind your character.
Mm-hmm.
It's all how Olymp and the rest of the party are going to feel about it.
Right. No, and I get that, but this is my thing, and well, the way I would put it to them is, I mean, I've fought alongside of you and helped you through things and have gotten us to this, helped to get us to this point, and, you know.
The best piece of advice I can give you is try to embrace that outcast role a little bit more. Think about some shows or animes where there's been that outcast character that all of a sudden becomes people's favorites just because they don't subscribe to the norms of what everyone else is doing.
Right.
But somehow they still manage to work with the group.
Yeah, I get that. I can get